got so we can learn all of Katie's new spells.
You'd really put yourself in a bit of a disadvantage there.
It worked fine. There's only 4 spells I need. It's fine.
Yeah.
So we are getting long rest, right?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
There's such a long rest that, like, we may pick up with characters many days after what has occurred.
Well, you'd said you want to do level ups as a nice montage thing. So
Yeah.
I think
exactly.
that makes a lot of sense if you've got the time for it in a campaign. Ooh, do I want to swap out shield for color spray? I don't think I've used shield yet. Color spray does 60-10, is that right?
What?
I think I might do that.
I think it's you roll 60-10 and it
Roll
affects that
60-10,
HP
the total is
worth.
how many hit points of creature this spell can affect.
Is that like sleep?
Starting with the...
So if you've
Nah,
got,
fuck
like,
that. I'm going to stick with shield, even if I haven't used it yet.
So yeah, if you've got like 3 kobolds and you roll 60-10, you're definitely getting all 3 of them. What if there's a fresh dragon there?
No choice.
You're not.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Not a choice for that.
Honestly, my bread and butter for leveled spells has been using Hell's Lash, so...
Shield is nice to have in your pocket.
Shield is cool, but the other thing is I have Hellish Rebuke. They're both reaction spells,
Yeah.
and it's like...
Take some damage and do some damage.
Right.
Just depends on where
Because
you
Hellish
are in the
Rebuke does a
fight.
decent amount of damage.
Depends on where you are in the fight and where Katie
Also
is in
true.
the fight. Like, if you're
Also
very far away
true.
from the cleric, it might not be so good.
You have to be within 30 feet. You're good after that.
Yeah. But I'm just going to stick with it. It's one of those things. When it's good, it's good.
Okay, I have posted. Everything is good. We are here. I'm gonna roll the intro. We have an intro.
Oh, that's right. Oh, we're going to start with the intro, huh?
Yeah.
Boy. Not going to say hello first or
No,
anything?
there's nobody here to say hello to. They're not.
Then there's nobody here to see the intro either, though.
It's fine.
The VOD will start with
The
the
VOD
intro,
will
though.
have an intro.
So
That's pretty sick. All right. Yeah.
And if they come in during, they'll be like, "What is this?"
All right. Welcome back to Kingdom of Steam. Welcome to being level 5.
Whee! Cantrips are cool now.
yeah, cantrips get better
And attacking for some of you.
for some of
It's
us.
awesome.
I was really disappointed in my spell list, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, your spell list
That's tough.
wasn't not a good update for you. Yeah,
No
it's a
magical
bummer.
punchy fists. It's a shame.
You can cast punch twice.
I think we've absolutely
Yeah.
determined that Buddy's spell list is now looking the best of anyone.
You get to cast punch as a cantrip,
Yeah,
as a
it's
bonus
bad.
action. It's a bonus action cantrip now.
Last time on Kingdom of Steam, you guys finally made it back with the elemental control crystal. You
That you've been in a dungeon for a very long time getting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You gave that crystal to Von Zeef against your better judgment. And
Yeah.
Better judgment.
Gonna go ahead and say, not all. That wouldn't have been a couple of party members' first choice.
The alternatives were the curse makes you die.
But
I think that was pretty good judgment.
now there was some leeway
because honestly, if you'd put it that way, Rills would be like, well, if there's a chance he dies, like, psh, big loss.
The leeway was the curse will make you die slowly.
there. But,
You could spread the death to your friends.
Yep.
But you managed to revive your downed airship with wind elemental magic and fly back to the mainland.
Drogon only cried about it a little.
Yeah, that's true.
Stupid garbage magic.
You
Made rings out of trees.
basically flew in.
And the feathers.
All of you kind of utilizing your abilities to kind of control this craft and get yourself away from the dragon's attacks, and give Von Zief the time to concentrate. And that one spell, the
Protection from good and
protection from good and evil, really came in awesome. So that shortened that fight considerably. And you guys basically just evaporated the dragon. And then afterwards, the featherfall that got cast on the whole dragon to kind of stop it from speeding towards you also saved the lives of a lot of very frightened and not doing great kobolds who still were aboard the
Trapped aboard a skeletal elemental dragon of sorts.
They must not have had chicken forever.
What?
Must not have had any chicken forever.
Oh
Yeah.
it was rough. It was rough times. There was
Definitely no chickens left. That's
Bunch of poor kobolds we don't care about, and Snickers,
and also Snickers.
right. Which that brings
who
me
we
to
care deeply about.
my next thing. You did manage to locate and not get hurt too badly by Snickers, who was left in the forest when you all landed. Bartholomew specifically has taken Snickers under his wing, and it has despite lots of disencouragement.
Much like one adopts a feral cat and expects snuggles, Bartholomew has met with quite a bit of resistance.
I think Bartholomew just sees an underdog. He's like, nah, I can help.
But he has taken. Otto has said no. Bartholomew has said yes, and Snickers has gone to meet your boss, Lord Quinn. So he's off doing that.
Just picturing that. And what is this creature here?
And you guys have kind of gone a little bit of separate ways over the next month or two in the aftermath of everything.
That's more time than I was expecting.
But things have calmed down. Also, there's a whole thing with Lucky appearing to Bartholomew, but we'll get to that.
We'll
We'll
montage
go
his
back
stuff.
to that later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll montage his stuff when he's here for it.
Buddy, we'll just go.
Yeah, we'll go this way.
You.
I don't remember what I sent you.
Okay. Buddy has taken upon themselves to try and locate the stray kobolds and rehabilitate them throughout the forest.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking you've got the tents and stuff.
Yeah.
So you're probably camping out, going into the forest, looking for people, dealing with kobolds who have been who are pirates. They're pirates.
Yeah.
They're not great.
Dealing with them is like, no, you can't bite my foot. Stop.
I'm just like picturing you teaching them how to like plunder berries off of bushes. And
Honestly, they're lucky that Buddy decided to go in the forest at all.
It's not that forest.
no, it was just that one specific forest had such a bad reputation.
Yes.
I don't think
Yeah.
The one where the
Buddy's not like
everything crashed,
anti-nature
that's
or
fine, that's
anything. Yeah.
So how'd it go?
First off, give me a
Landlady.
No, that's mean to kobolds.
Is it?
A little.
It's a little insensitive.
I love them, but they're feral.
deception,
I mean,
Some
survival.
charisma.
Survival.
some of us would state that more like, I love them because they're
Actually,
feral.
that's his negative stat is persuasion.
Okay, survival makes sense. You were camping.
Okay.
It's an 11 total for survival.
11?
Do we use any bits?
I only have 3 of them. I'm gonna save.
So you are having about the kind of luck you'd expect when you're trying to wrangle some kobold pirates in the forest. They are hiding from you. They are running around. You've found a few of them, and maybe like 1 or 2 have been convinced to start the process towards becoming civilized. And they're helping you try to like find the other ones as well. So you are out in the forest doing some effort. That wasn't a fail. That was kind of like a mediocre success. Give me a perception check.
Oh no! What
There's
did you
a 2 on the die, but I add a lot to that, so it's a 9 total.
Okay.
Modifier coming in clutch.
You get startled, I guess?
Yeah, you're definitely startled. You're focused on your work, and up from behind you hear, "Hey there, buddy."
Is this a familiar voice?
Yes. Yes, this is absolutely a familiar voice. And as you turn around, you see a very familiar lizard folk, chameleon-ish looking character.
With the eyes kind of out,
Looking
looking
around.
around with those weird
Hell
eyelids.
yeah.
One is never looking at the same place as the other.
Yes.
Seems like you've been doing well.
Yeah, we'll say that.
I heard you found a fun group of weirdos to hang out with.
All these little guys, look at him, he's just biting him.
Yes, I wasn't referring to them actually.
Oh, yeah, those 2.
But you've been doing well. You've been using the things I've taught you.
Yeah, I think so, but, well, yeah.
Do you have your paperwork with you? The one that I had you copy?
Well, like a big stack.
And he's kind of just like rifling through, and he's like, "Oh, look at this here." And he pulls out 2 sheets, and he goes, he licks his finger, and he kind of pulls them apart, and he goes, "Huh, there seems to be some more in there." Yes, I sold it.
It's canon now.
Submitted that form ever.
It's an important
What do you mean, Part B?
Very strange. I think we should spend some more time looking through these, perhaps.
yeah. Well, like, it's like, get the sponge that, like, they use in, like, bank teller.
It's a shame I couldn't count on you down there to do what you were doing for me. You're so good at it.
Yeah.
I just want to remind you, you're always welcome back.
I that's great to hear, but I really don't want to go back right now.
Understand. Well, since you might have a bit more trouble sneaking around this place than you did where we met, I brought you a fun little toy. And he's wearing this little like brown cap. It's like a little I don't know
Like
what they're
the ones
called.
that they wear, like paper boys wear bunnies, like the little,
Yes.
yeah.
And he pulls off the
It's called, like, a
cap
black cap.
and immediately changes shape to look like an elf.
But he was like, I can do that too. Oh my god. That's so exciting. It's so cool seeing it on someone else.
It is as cool looking as I thought.
Well, this might give you a little bit of an extra.
It's a hat.
Yeah. a little bit of an extra help.
He will gladly take it
And
and put it on.
Yeah. He hands it to you, and he immediately snaps his fingers, and turns back into.
He looks like a chameleon again. Yeah.
But he's just in awe, like the whole time.
Well, see you around, buddy. And he just kind of fades out and disappears.
I like to picture Buddy as just like fangirling.
Yeah.
It's just like, this is my greatest treasure.
Nobody else is allowed to touch this hat.
I'm so glad no one's here to see this right now.
You can add a hat of disguise. That's what they're called, right? A hat of disguise to your inventory.
Yep.
That's what that is.
So
Sick.
free disguise self.
Yeah. Save that spell slot for something else now.
That's right.
You spend some time in the woods with the kobolds, but you have more time than this, and what you did send in the Discord was that you think Buddy would do some research.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
especially after meeting the chameleon.
Yeah, I felt like that would be a good transition. So you can pick a city or a place near the train station where you might.
Absolutely, wherever is closest and has like a library, that's where he would take off to. Like once he made sure the kobolds were like kind of, they like understood what berries were poisonous and not.
I love picturing Buddy just being like, they probably won't die if I leave now. Nah, they're fine.
As long as he's like, yeah, they're dead.
Only some of them will die. Good enough.
Well, that's up here. Yolan. I think what occurs is you go into you spend some time meditating. You're doing some work. Where do you want to go to do that? Is there any place particular that is of interest?
Kelman's not like your like. I don't play him like a super Eastern monk. He's more of just like. Yeah, he's a boxer who just he's good at dirty boxing, and he's. So maybe he went to a boxing gym.
Fantastic.
To meditate?
Absolutely.
I don't think he meditates.
That makes
Oh,
sense.
okay,
that
no
makes a ton of sense.
meditation.
His meditation would be like a Rocky training montage.
Ah,
So,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
You get
okay.
into a small local tournament that comes through. You're just like, oh, why not? Like, yeah, this will help me train. I can do this.
Fight
kind of thing.
against the region's talented other boxers, what have you.
And I don't know. You win. You win the local tournament, and they're oh great, now you're into the national thing. And so they're having you like travel out to it, whether Yolan really wanted to do this or not. This is what is
Now expected of him.
Everybody in the dojo, whatever,
The gym
is like yeah, like a very highly
very
expected you to go.
professional boxing terminology coming
Yes, I
from
know
this.
exactly what I'm talking about. So you take a train to the location of the tournament. I had an idea for where to put it, but I did not write it down, and now I have forgotten. Do you remember what we
You didn't
took?
tell me.
I don't remember. Okay.
I suggested Red Cove again, but you thought that
let's
was...
do Red Cove.
Maybe... Okay.
I think a return to Red Cove sounds great. In which case, you're probably gonna want to. Well, if that's the only thing with Red Cove. If we do it in Red Cove, then you're gonna not want to show your face necessarily.
All right. Actually, no. That's
You want to be like a luchador
you look like a
style?
luchador.
Yes!
Yes!
Hell yes. Now you knew.
Now you need a
have to have an
luchador
appropriate
in you.
luchador name.
I need time to think of a good one. Let me think. Who's somebody else?
Code name...
No,
what is your code
The
name?
code name is
Your code name is the Hammer.
Hammer. I don't know if you want to play with that somewhat, but just as inspiration.
What is hammer in Spanish?
El Hammer.
I was just gonna say that, and I was like,
That's
Hammer
that's why I
is
was like
hilarious.
instantly
I
like
would-
no.
I would-
Martino.
Yeah.
Okay.
My name is Hammer Nails.
Actually, Martel. Hold on. That was an
Okay.
actual wrestler named Martel.
Let him cook.
Do we have
It's a
the
French name. Oh, but
names written
in
down
French it
somewhere?
means
Or-
hammer. Martillo in Spanish.
Martell's.
What
Pretty
would
great.
what's
You could do like you could pick a color too and be like the red hammer kind of thing.
So this
Good for branding.
tournament is there are 32 people participating in a kind of kind where if you single elimination, like if you fail one fight, you are out of the tournament. So there are 5 rounds.
And we're gonna do some rolling.
Yeah.
Just to see,
The mini movie that's playing in my head is called Enter Yoleman's Fist.
Oh my gosh. Perfect.
I'm wearing a mask,
Yes.
black with like silver and white embroidery on it. It's got 2 horns that come off. Now they're not hard horns because that wouldn't be right.
Right.
He is Buffalo Bill Bison.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
It is actually a name I've used before.
That's something else.
I think you're also probably not the only one in kind of a costume. This is a big event. People are very flamboyant about this. They're trying to entertain as well as win the tournament. We're going to start off with your first round. This is the check can be what you want. I mean, it's I'm
some
assuming
combative stat. What?
not strength, but the you have a dex.
Dexterity?
Right?
Oh yeah.
An athletics check?
You either use acrobatics or athletics. Acrobatics is slightly better.
Let's use acrobatics. This is going to get harder as you go.
Okay.
So let's
Yeah, the
first
first
roll.
roll.
You're a luchador. You're doing it in style. Acrobatics.
That would be a gentleman's 20.
Nice.
That is definitely a win on the first fight. Second
quickly take out your first opponent.
Twist. Pulls it back in, throws him in a Boston crab. Red Cove crab.
Red Cove crab.
Cove crab. The crowd goes wild. All right, second round, second opponent.
Second opponent.
Moving up in the kind of the tiered tournament sort of style, where like the brackets.
Yeah.
So they go up against the
this
winners.
one has a
Yeah.
D4 to his roll.
Okay.
So instead of like having a
one
consistent
was
stat
flat.
block, I'm getting bigger dice as we go. All right.
Oh.
Crap. I don't think I won that one.
Uh-oh. Well, we didn't do
12.
too great.
9.
Oh.
You have only made it to the second round.
Which I would hope, felt motivating to improve.
Yeah. Also, there's a this guy was good. This guy goes on to like win the fight. Let's just say that he goes on to like actually win the fight. But you feel like there's more that has happened to you than just getting stronger and getting faster. You have been in close proximity to a lot of strange supernatural occurrences in the past couple of years. And that has had an effect. And I think you get a feeling that is where that has kind of like pushed your key to grow. That's pushed your powers to increase. That when you're punching, you're not just using your fists. You are using your
Harnessing some of what you've absorbed.
from your contact to the strange and unusual. All right. Oh, that was a possibility.
He got defeated by an orc named Bart?
Yes,
Is that-
Bart. Bart
the
is the
orc.
guy that
El Barto.
half orc El Barto.
Hi, Caramba.
Oh my gosh.
Rills.
Yeah.
Where are you ending up? Where are you going? What are you doing?
Just a little information. We got stuff for you. Don't worry.
Yeah. Rills would probably want to go somewhere. I can picture Rills like seeking out an abandoned building to practice in, and she's just like she's spending time with Raven, but she's just like training. Like maybe she's set up. Like Rills wouldn't set up a punching bag, but she would set up maybe some targets to shoot her little mini cross gun at, and other things. She's working on her fencing style with her rapier. Not like a full-on Rocky training montage, but she's like trying to figure out her own version of training. She's like, looks like it's gonna be a lot of field work, so Raven, we gotta get it together. I'm gonna have to maybe cut down on that fancy breakfasts, and well, maybe not cut down on the fancy breakfast, but cut down on something. You don't gotta cut down on anything, girl. You're fine, girl. You stay the way you are.
Yay!
I'll just maybe skip the extra croissants at breakfast. Maybe.
Extra. Skip the extra.
The extra ones. Yeah.
I like that. Yes.
You do eventually get Raven shows up with a note for you for a job to deliver a package somewhere. You ride the train, you deliver the package. It's a very simple, very nothing too awkward or weird.
Mm-hmm.
And then more time passes, you can go back to training for a bit.
Yep.
And then you get another message for a location for a pickup. You take the train, and you're waiting at a station.
Okay.
Perception check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Right. Playing multiple characters, I'm always like, and what is that one for this? Okay, cool. +1. Awesome.
Gotta know your pluses.
Yeah. I have rolled a nat 20
Oh!
for a 21 altogether.
Okay.
All right. Dexterity check?
Well, let's start with. No. I think this is enough
Okay.
to go
All
off.
right.
So
All right.
you're sitting and waiting, and out of the corner of your eye, you get
So I rode a train someplace, and here I am at the station.
waiting
now
to pick up a package to take it somewhere
Okay.
else. You'll know the location where you need to go when you get the package. That's kind of what has been told to you.
Sure.
And this is a
Need
direct.
to know basis kind of instructions, right? Yeah.
It's not said, but you get the idea that these are from meth.
Mhm.
Right.
I mean, the fact that Raven's the one who's delivering them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see, and you also feel the presence of somebody powerful. You know, you're just at this point where you're like, oh shit.
Oh, that like all the hairs on your body start standing up. Okay.
Yeah, and then that's why you look to the side and you see this woman coming towards you. She
looks a little bit
Elven?
like yeah.
Elven.
But her
Okay.
skin is a shade of blue, a light shade of blue.
Interesting.
And as you're kind of looking over and noticing her walking towards you, she is decked out in this black cloak, and she has these tiny, almost imperceptible horns kind of worked into her hairline. It is like they come up, but if you weren't really looking, you might be like, oh, is it? It's like
Hair
a
clips.
right,
Yeah.
but fun. No, these are
Yeah.
these are infernal. And she is coming right towards you. She's walking directly at where you are sitting.
With a nat 20,
Standing?
You are aware of the fact that she is fairly hostile
Okay.
towards you. Just
I will
general.
say that Rill's had been sitting until she noticed this present, and she's going to spring up and kind of she's not pulling a weapon or anything, but kind of at the ready.
Cool. There's a bunch of people in this area.
It's the other reason why I'm not just gonna draw a sword or start casting a spell or anything.
And she walks straight up to you in your ready stance.
Mm-hmm.
She gives you a look up and down.
Kind of scoffs at you.
Yeah. Do you want to do this one, or do you want me
You do it. This is fun.
she's like, Father says I have to train you.
Oh,
And then she just takes out a knife and stabs you in the gut as hard as she can. There's no, it was before
No
you could
chance
even.
to roll and
Uh-huh.
kind of.
You just you are going down, and you're hearing screams as everyone
Right.
is running away.
I want to groan out, but your daddy's got better manners.
When you wake up,
Because from the blue skin, I would
Yeah.
immediately make the connection.
Yeah, you do hear briefly those dulcet tones of the DMV speakers, but You don't get even a chance to really linger there when and
you're
you
brought
come to
back.
again.
Okay.
But you are in a different location now. You've been teleported or whatever, but you are you can still feel the pain of being hit. See, you're slow. We'll have to work on that. And this
Like, damn, I'm only human.
exactly.
Where's this place? Where's this looking?
So this you are in like a
cave?
like some sort of lair.
An underground
Right.
space.
There are some
Okay.
chairs and things in here and there and stuff, but this is very much not the train station. Probably not anywhere near it. And this turns into an unfortunate series of events for Rills.
Have you seen Chainsaw Man?
Some of it, yes.
Okay, only some of it. Right. There's this guy that trains them for a while, and his favorite thing to do is just kill some of them.
She murders
Kind
you
of.
repeatedly.
Yeah, you.
Oh,
You're
I
training.
definitely haven't gotten to that point
Yeah.
of that anime.
Okay,
Then.
it's not really a spoiler, which is why I was like.
Whatever,
yeah.
that anime
There
is
is-
bonkers. I don't think you can tell me anything that would surprise me that much.
Yeah. So
But okay.
training montage as you slowly
Involves her
learn.
killing me repeatedly and then bringing me back.
Yep. Her
Yep.
name is Antilia.
Antilia.
And
Picturing Reels, just like every time it happens, just been like, rude.
yeah, she's not nice. She does not like you.
Like coming back to life and like, point taken.
She,
Just knock me out, honestly.
She has no respect for you,
Uh-uh.
and she
She enjoys killing you.
she's not great.
So
Yeah.
your training montage is brutal.
Sure.
However, you do start to get the upper hand slightly in certain situations. The second that you do, she ups her power level basically, and you're like, oh, I'm not even.
Oh, of
anywhere
course,
near
she was holding back.
Yeah,
Well
exactly.
handing my ass to me, yeah.
But eventually she's like, that's probably good enough.
I'm picturing, like, Rills is just like a sweaty, like, disheveled mess. I'm like, fucking thanks.
At that point, she's like, fine, here, I'm supposed to give you these two. And she takes off the gloves that she's been wearing this whole time.
Okay.
Throws them on the floor
Throws them on the floor towards you.
and leaves.
I figure there's that, like, absolute moment of just, like, Rills, like, looking at the floor, like, of course. Picks them up. Did I not write down these?
So these are, Rills finds out as she tries these out, these are frost gloves.
Frost gloves.
You have the ability to, with these, make stuff cold and build ice out of basically nothing. Like you can just pull ice out of the air. You can freeze a small section of stuff, and they also have no slip against ice.
Okay.
So if you are touching ice with these, you have a perfect grip on it. So you could make like a handhold. You could make all kinds of things with this. This is use your creativity. They're not a weapon necessarily. They would make somebody very uncomfortable. But they are
Great in a snowball fight.
great in snowball fight. Fantastic.
I'm picturing it being Rills that she would, like, absolutely just be, like, grabbing beverages, taking a sip, and going,
absolutely. Absolutely.
as much serious stuff as I will do with them, but I'm definitely picturing Rills like, oh, is that drink a little warm for you? Here. There you go.
Frost some glasses,
Yeah.
that kind of.
Dagon. I mean
Dagon?
Drogon. I'm sorry.
If Bartholomew pisses her
Slip of
off,
the
she's
tongue,
going
I'm
to
so
Wow.
sorry.
hold up his hamburgers.
Huh.
So sassy.
Remove the R
Why?
and then swap a couple letters and
We'll start with
Why would
guess.
you do that to us? Thought we were past this.
Thought about doing that today. I just
How are your gills feeling?
Couldn't help.
Jesus.
Eldritchy.
Eldritchy.
Nice. No, really, genuinely.
You get requests from Otto to join him in working on a couple different things. One, he wants your help with Fuzzy. Fuzzy is definitely causing him all kinds of trouble. He does not understand.
even
how it
powered
works.
down, or maybe because he's powered down, it's a little harder to get to the understanding of what's going on there.
And he wants to work on you with the Burnite cannon that you guys had. Not the Burnite cannon. It's not a Burnite cannon. It's a
laser.
Yes, the laser. The prototype.
Yeah.
So he wants your help, just basically in his workshop on the yacht.
Of course, I'd accept that.
Fantastic. So you spend most of your time there doing all sorts of stuff. Can you give me a perception check? Where is it there?
Yeah.
There it is. I'm gonna use some gumshoe.
Throwing a little gumption on it.
Make it a 12.
Oh. No.
A 12. Okay.
Better than a 9.
There is a moment where Otto kind of slips and immediately covers himself back up. But you're unfortunately weren't able to see what he was covering up.
But
However,
something you did notice in your
as
time.
you are working in this thing, you do notice that there is a kind of like on a little rack in the workshop. There is this rod that looks like it has the top half of some strange hooved animal that Jorgen's never seen before.
Like a raven steed, but wrong.
Yeah, it's got this strange, almost dog-like face to it, elongated and weird.
Big nostrils.
Tiny little ears.
Yeah.
Very strange. Never seen anything like it. But it has
It has one of those on each end,
yeah,
right?
yep, facing in like slightly different directions. And on one end there's a button, and you notice it there, and he notices you glancing at it. He's like, "Oh, that's broken."
Okay. What is it supposed to do?
How about this? If you can get it working again, I'd be happy to give it to you.
I'll give it a shot.
Give me an Arcana check with advantage.
Thank God for advantage.
Oh, no.
Okay. I'll dump one gumption to make it a homemade 20 with all the fixings.
Okay. You wanted to get that round number.
You very quickly start to understand that this is a broken but a magic item of extreme usefulness and power. You've never seen anything of this ability here in this world. You've never heard of any such thing. It is a strange item. It is a movable rod, and you get it working again and click the button in, and it holds itself perfectly in place. You have an immovable rod.
Sick. Imagine this is one of those things where it's like, alright, oh.
Hanging things off of it. It's got to be the next.
Yeah. Just use it to hang your coat.
I can't think of anybody
I just meant
better
for
to
testing
abuse
purposes.
such a device than you, Rid. Good luck.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that's
Okay.
comes with the
Oh, okay,
message.
okay.
So, you get out of the cave.
seek civilization.
Yeah.
And you all get messages, obviously labeled and coming from Lord Quinn. And it is a request to rejoin the train, to come back to his it's not a flagship train, but that is what
a flagship train.
Okay, sure.
It is. It's a
I mean, flagship is just a general term for, I mean, if it's his premier train, the train we had served on previously,
Yeah,
right?
your old train.
There are, you've never been there, but you are requested to join as a part of Gaius. And it is because there are orc raiders that have started coming up against the train, and they have been robbing the trains. And he wants to make sure that there's somebody aboard his flagship train so that he can assure guests that that won't be a problem. Yolman, with your package, with your letter comes a package. And you open up the top and you can see that there are 2 stones inside. And at the bottom of your message it says, P.S. I hope these will be useful to you.
Okay.
No explanation of what the rocks do.
No explanation. They do have strange runes on them.
I got a rock.
I got a set of rocks.
One for both hands.
Maybe they're pocket warmers.
Do you want to give me an Arcana check? I know that's not something Yolman is good at, but you never know.
Gentleman's 20.
Hey.
Well, for once, you hold both of these rocks in your hand and you're trying to like figure them out, and you realize that, and maybe also you have a clue of what they are because you've heard maybe His Lordship talk about these at some point. These are sending stones. You can use this to give to another team member, anybody else, and communicate with them anywhere
Long distances.
in the whole
Yeah.
world.
Rocky Talkie.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky Talkies.
That's right. Got some rocky talk.
Okay. And with that,
Did I
Yep.
manage to also make a firearm for Bartholomew?
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. But we'll
We'll get the specifics on that.
yes, we can get the specifics on that when
When Bartholomew gets
comes
his, yeah.
back.
gets
I
his-
imagine while I was working on his, I refined some of the little details for my own goodness because I now have an arcane firearm.
Oh yeah, let's go around and
Yeah,
talk about.
yeah, you
our-
skipped
Yeah,
that
yeah.
part, and I was just like, that's fine. You can do that part after.
The other
It's
thing is
fine.
talking about it. We're going to talk about it in pure game terms.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like, that was the RP part. That
Yeah.
was
now
why
we're getting
we
down
had
to
cool
the
stuff.
nitty gritty.
So what do you got?
Yeah, what did everybody get for their level ups? Just so everyone at the table knows.
So a couple more spells. Well, really, I removed ones. I
You
removed
swapped one?
Fairy Fire, but I think I can change those out with this class. But I'm going to be rocking
I think you can do a daily prepare.
a large reduce.
Oh, nice.
And for the actual class good thing, I have Arcane Firearm. I imagine it kind of looks like a little Derringer.
Fun.
Let's see. So, it basically, any of my attack spells that deal damage, I can roll an extra d8 for damage. So I imagine it's like, he pops it open, puts like a catalyst in, and then cast the spell through it.
Yeah, very cool.
Cool, cool. What spells did you get? You got new spells.
Oh, that's right. The class also comes with Scorching Ray and Shatter, just always prepared.
Those are
Oh yeah,
both
your
good
second,
ones.
your second
Those are
boost
both
of
good
good
ones to
things.
have.
All right, nice.
And Booming Blade is now gross.
Yeah, cantrips get
Because
their
cantrips
extra,
have the scaling, yeah.
extra scale.
Okay. What else do we got?
Illrigger is one of the classes that gets to attack twice.
Nice.
When you take the attack action. My cantrips are also dealing more damage now because of power scaling. But then the other class thing is my seals damage has also increased from 1d6 to 2d6 now.
Nice. All right. Okay. Awesome.
Okay. I can now attack twice as well. Let's see. 22.
Monks.
Radiant Sunbolt is 1d8. I don't know if that was 1d8 before or not.
I think it was.
Okay.
I think does that scale with your martial arts die?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, that would make sense.
And I can now do Stunning Strike. Anything else like that?
Do your punches
Well, that means
do the same
I think
damage?
your martial arts, not that you use a ton of weapons, but your martial arts die should be
Yeah,
increased at this point.
your punching strength basically, right? Is that
No,
the martial arts
also
die?
From, like,
for
a D6
his
on an
monk
unarmed
weapons.
D8.
So theoretically, monk is one of the classes where he could actually really be messing somebody up with a dagger, because if it's a monk weapon, it scales
That's right.
because
That's right.
his ability to use it has increased.
Yeah. unarmed attacks, etc.
Yeah, like
monk weapons.
That's
my
why
hand axe now is 1d8, as is my unarmed strike.
Yeah, 1d8 for unarmed
Nice.
strike.
That's why
So-
Zorlin was so nasty with weapons, because anything he was
My
freaking
battle
on
axe.
scale.
I still have a battle axe, which I can use two-handed, and that can two-handed. That's 1d10. That stays the same.
Okay.
I think that's it.
I think that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Stunning
That
strike
sounds,
alone.
that sounds right for
is
monk
busted.
at 5th level. Yeah.
And then our wizard.
I didn't get much, but now I can destroy undead with my turn undead. And I have third level spells, which are a lot, but one of them being that my domain gives me dispel magic, which is very exciting.
Oh, that's cool.
Did you want to say what other spells you have, or are you surprised?
I swap them out. There's also Blink, but reading Blink, very rarely am I going to ever use that one.
Fair. Fair. All right. Awesome. Wow. We've gotten you all back onto the train. The train has been traveling at this point. You're no longer employees of the train. The train is fully staffed. So you don't have to go about your previous duties, for those of you who had previous duties on the train. You're kind of more like guards in a truer sense. You have a large kind of space that's
You have your own cabin.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like they've added a car to the
I
train.
feel like there's
in
definitely
fact.
going to be
Like-
that moment where it's like, you know what rules? Not fetching other people coffee. This is great.
I'm still gonna fix it.
Yeah, I can imagine Drogon's still tinkering with everything.
Alistair is here, and Alistair is treating you, not everybody but Buddy, is treating you like you are still employees of the train. He gives the standard inspections. of your
Bartholomew gets
clothing.
scolded
No,
regularly.
Bartholomew is not on board.
Oh, that's
the train.
right. Oh,
At the
you're right. He's
moment,
not
yeah.
here right now. Yeah, he hasn't. He has not gotten on board. But he would be.
Greta Iron Throttle is still the engineer. Jasper Grock, a half-orc fireman. Tobias Underhill as a porter, and Naraleen Silverleaf, the elf lady who's also a porter, are still here working on the train. They're doing great. You can see that Nara Ellen has gotten a little bit more confidence, but still
She
is
was the-
the same.
She was the one that was very flustered when the orc was pitching a fit about the bad smell in the cabin, which happened to be the body of their friend Bard that was murdered. Yeah. The beginnings of this.
The train is
campaign.
currently traveling from forest. Shit, the Elven Forest is called.
So, what?
Yep.
I wasn't prepared.
The
My
Everbright
Everbright?
Forest.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Okay.
To the dwarven mines of what are they called?
Iron Peak?
Yes, the Delvender mines in Iron Peak. Notably on board the train that you've seen join, there is a group of tabaxi who have a cabin. These are people, a type of person that you've heard about but probably never ever seen. They are often referred to as the Jaguar Men. So they are all wearing black and white kimonos, and they have a cabin to themselves, and they are keeping to themselves. They don't want to talk to people. They don't want to be interacted with. You can see them just like somebody's like, do you want drinks? Da, 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 and they just close the door. They do not want to talk to anybody.
Anybody with a basket on their head?
Nobody with a basket on their head.
Good callback.
Good memory. There's also an elven duchess. She has a whole train of helpers along with
She's
her.
an entourage.
An entourage. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
I'm helping.
Man, they are fussy, and they are getting things for her, and she is putting things back to the kitchen.
She's a very demanding woman.
Awesome.
Did you say where she was a duchess of?
An elven duchess.
from
Everbright
Farm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does she have a name?
Yes. He absolutely does.
Okay.
Did I not
You
write
did
that
not
down?
give me access to this.
Yes, you do.
I don't have access to this.
Are you serious?
No.
Restricted.
Yep. So I
Womp
couldn't put
womp.
anything on there. I was gonna try to fill it out before, and
Yeah.
I realized I was just poking at some other stuff on the old page. So that's weird. We didn't have this written down. It's fine.
So
Duchess Elderbark is how you have heard her referred to by her entourage, or the Lady Elderbark.
if Rills has any amount of free time whatsoever, because part of her charlatan background is that she has an alternate identity
Yeah,
as a noblewoman,
Yes.
she is going to go try to socialize with the Duchess Elderbark.
That's
Maybe.
Shulman's going to encourage you to fuck with her. It is upper class.
Yes. No. That is why Rills' alternate identity that she has like established and has papers for is, I mean, besides the fact that it's good for infiltration purposes, is so she can fuck with the nobility.
Fantastic. Let's do well. So you're gonna go mess with the Duchess.
Yeah, pay a social visit.
Is there anything you want to be doing? Is there anything of interest in?
Just maintaining my stuff, tinkering, and maintaining the train. Maybe see how the train's been running with Greta.
Great.
She happily accepts your help.
It's the first time on this train.
He's probably just like enjoying it, but he's also going to be disguised as Matt for this because he doesn't
Fantastic.
want to just walk around like covered.
Right.
This particular disguise self hat also always looks like the hat.
The hat
can't get rid
itself
of the
doesn't
hat.
disguise itself. That's amazing.
He loves that. That's perfect.
It disguises you. It does not disguise itself.
Yeah.
Love it.
On this train, there is like a dining car. It's fairly fancy. There's the kind of commoner passengers where like you sit and if you want to sleep, you probably reserved 2 chairs or you're just uncomfortable. It's like the worst kind of thing. There's stowage up at the top. There's nicer cars
I thought you
with.
said we had cabins.
You guys.
You do, yes, but like I'm just
Oh,
explaining the train and like
The general
what's
layout of the
available
train.
as far as like where you want to spend time if you want to spend time anywhere. There's like a tiny little corner of the cabin area that is for like medic emergency stuff and back crew hangout area. There's the luggage car, which is just luggage. That's just the luggage. And there are also a couple of cars of kind of like more small personal cabins. It's not like a full, like the whole train car isn't one person's space. They're kind of set aside.
Well, the Duchess probably does.
There
have
is
enough room
there is like they attach a special car for
for the Duchess.
the Duchess. But so you
so
can
rich you bring your own train car with you.
kind of.
That's some bullshit. Okay.
So just so you can envision kind of what you're on. The other thing about this train in particular is it is actually much larger than a normal like real life train. It's quite wide. The rooms are pretty spacious when it comes to like the small cabin areas and stuff like that.
He's probably mostly hanging out in the common area and just keeping up with like seeing if anyone needs any like minor wound tending or anything like that. Just because like he just finished like spending 2 months training, so he's still thinking about it.
Sure. Cool.
So you're kind of spending time where all the like the cheap sort of
Putting
seating
his
is.
studies into practice on people that he doesn't care what the results as much are.
Ah, yes.
Perfect experiment.
Try this salve.
This will settle your tummy for the
It'll
motion
be
sickness.
fine.
Maybe.
Watches, take
Taking
notes.
notes.
Yeah. Patient seems sleepy.
Add this to sleepy time sound.
Yeah. I love it. All right. In the passenger commoner space, is this where they meet the
Yeah.
suited gentleman?
Yes.
Okay, there's a nice suited gentleman that you see there. He doesn't cause any trouble, but he is very primly dressed, and he has a very large suitcase that he brought with him. And in fact,
Yeah, there's some complaints going back. You could hear people yelling kind of and talking loudly at each other as these two people, like, he is trying to move his... Well, actually, some other old lady, human, is trying to move her luggage to a different spot. Has brought it down and then put it back up. And he's like, please don't touch that. Please leave everything alone.
it's like, you can't tell me what to do. I needed to get my hatbox before your horrible briefcase crushed it. That kind of thing.
He's like, please don't touch that. Please don't move these things. And they're yelling and stuff like that. And then suddenly this whole thing shifts and slides out of the way. And his luggage comes crashing down on the floor. And opens up, and it like too much stuff has been packed in there. And so it kind of springs open, and there is a rainbow of colors that comes out of this thing. There is
bright yellow puffy pants with white polka dots on it, large shoes that shouldn't fit him come out, a rainbow of curly fake hair, and he just, you hear this, he emits this like wail almost as they come out.
Hey, let's get a load of this clown.
I told you when I'm in this outfit to call me Lady De La Casa.
Sorry.
Come on, I put a wig on and everything.
So he's immediately trying to stuff all this back into his suitcase, and just you've never seen somebody look so embarrassed. He's sweating.
Buddy will just come over and probably help and be like, I have pants like this too sometimes.
He's like, oh no!
Like a socializing. Would you like to find out more at all?
I don't think Buddy would.
No?
We just help pack it up.
Nice.
Okay. He gets it all stuffed back in there, and they lock it up. You help him out, which it was never gonna all go back in, but since you were helping him, it does actually. You can see
For
like
the
little.
Get up
part.
really tight and like,
Yeah.
okay, you hold this. I'm gonna slam it down. I'll heal your hands after it's fine.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say, Buddy's got vacuum bags.
Yeah, it all gets back in there, but except there's little like bits of color kind of coming out of the sides of the suitcase.
Yeah, he kind of makes this like sort of like, I've been recruited to the circus. It's perfectly above board. I'm quite proud of myself in this accomplishment.
But it's just like, good job. And then leave.
That's hilarious. Oh, that's great.
Can
Exits.
you give me a perception check?
Oh yeah, you want me to take note of that, right?
Yeah.
Natural 20 for 27.
Amazing.
Wow.
Knows everything about this
Hot
cloud.
damn.
More than he
Okay.
wants to know.
I feel like that makes Buddy's indifference all the more humorous.
Anybody who's in that carriage at that time would make that check as well, right?
Yeah, you guys saw.
Did everyone else?
I think
who
you guys,
would've-
if you saw this, maybe you saw it from like the carriage,
Yeah.
where you're like watching through the window, even.
Would Drogon
I like
see it, you
rolling
think?
perception. I'm
Might have
nosy.
been kind of making the rounds.
Yeah. This happened like
Bounce
right
out.
around lunchtime,
Oh,
so
11.
all right.
19.
17.
Okay, we'll get back to that.
We're taking note because we have plans.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't gonna do it all at once, but we can do that.
You'll-
It'll be
you'll-
fine.
You can do whatever you want. I don't know.
I have a thing I want you to
Yeah. Okay.
I want to talk to the regular guards, find out more about how these attacks happen. Like, do they target a particular part of the train? Do they go through the engine? Or
Right.
do they fly in? Do they come on? That all the stuff that they know about the bandit attacks. So far.
Absolutely. They let you know that these orcs are coming in on monoliths. They have these steam-powered,
Very fast.
extremely fast bikes, I guess they call them. They're like
Like strange bites.
these strange vehicles. They have a single wheel that goes all the way around the outside, and there's two of them that sit on the
It's
inside.
like some strange penny farthing.
Yeah, very weird. And they
You sit
actually,
inside of them.
the one that is riding on the back grapples into the train car. They have some sort of explosive rope thing, and they have these he goes on to describe these like small handheld, like the gnomes have those firearms that are air powered, but they're single. They fit in their hand. They're just
Are they air powered as well?
No, they don't think they're powered by air. There's a fire that comes out of them when they shoot. They
Very
don't
loud.
know- very loud. They don't know where they're getting the equipment from, and there is almost like if you get shot with one of these, you are in trouble. And
And they're not afraid of causing violence.
yeah.
They're very.
There's a bunch of them that board train at once, and they just take.
There've only
everything
been
value.
like 2 attacks so far.
But
Quinn sent out the message very quickly once there was a pattern
but
at all.
of those 2, both of them have been on this train.
Oh, that's some balls to attack the large main train.
That's right.
Yeah.
Twice.
And that is why you have been called in.
Yes.
These are full-blooded orcs. These are not half-orc.
Which is actually a little unusual. to
Yeah,
see.
yeah. Like the only people that like really, the only place that really employs half orcs, usually never an orc, is Quinn's house, the House of the Rail. So it is strange that yeah, these guys are definitely coming in from
Far away.
yeah, from another country.
You said the guy with the suitcase was wearing like a nice suit. He was like well dressed. Rills has already got her noblewoman persona going.
Yeah.
So and she's probably been going about the train, to establish, because you can't just have someone suddenly on a train who's not there. So she's been going around anyway. She's gonna go introduce herself to this guy. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am the Lady Jacqueline de la Casa.
He clicks his heels, bows forward, and kisses your hand. Milady.
I hope that your trip is going well. I heard that you'd had a bit of a mishap with your luggage, and I heard nothing else about the contents of said luggage.
He clearly
It's like
pale and sweat.
and the less we say about that, the better. Trying to do that noblewoman thing, like something embarrassing happened to you, and I want you to know that I know, but we won't talk about it.
But I also want you to know that I'm classy enough that
Then I won't discuss it with others.
I won't overtly make fun of you, etc. All right, yeah. He kind of flusteredly says, "Oh, are you enjoying your trip?" And he like only has awkward things. Like he's not
absolutely.
good at talking to
Great.
you.
Yeah. So she was. Yes, I always find that I travel in the highest quality when I travel by the rail. Lord Quinn is truly a master at what he does. And your name was?
My name. You can call me Jeremy Esquire III, milady.
A pleasure.
Passenger problems.
He clicks his heels again and kisses your hand.
and Rose has got that very, like, as it should be, type of attitude that we.
They're really just kind of like stealing from the passengers mostly.
It doesn't seem like they have any specific goal. Is that what you're sort of saying? They're just...
They're brutish, and they're making the train difficult for, they're like, the biggest problem is that they're like, people are using the train a little less. Also, I should put
Hello?
other things going on in the world that have happened. Sorry, that I forgot about.
What's happening?
The Sky City remains split off into
Okay.
Multiple pieces.
multiple pieces. They do reclaim a lot of the stuff from the
nest.
the
so to
nest
speak.
city. The part they both.
So
kind of-
that's like an ongoing effort for them to be restoring the Sky
Yes.
City.
But they got very comfortable in the two different areas now. So there's now two different Sky Cities.
Oh,
They're still
interesting.
debating on what kind of names to call these and
Like
who's
how to deal with it.
ruling and things like that.
Like a Zeppelin ferry going between them for people. In
That's right. Yes.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, there might even be a sky bridge of sorts.
That'd be sick.
The rails have picked back up after the dragon's gone. Transport has gone through, but also you're seeing more and more Nicrons out and about.
The vehicles.
Horse raven steedless carriages being driven about.
Also, the other thing that we forgot to mention was that Von Zief has been put into the custody of Otto, and that's the last you've seen or heard of that.
And and Otto has transferred him over with Drogon to Lord Quinn.
Yeah, so Drogon has witnessed that. Yeah,
So he still has the crystal, and that
Still
is a
kicking.
asset.
Have they revived the hydrogen for the airships and stuff?
Yes, absolutely. The gnomes have gone back to normal, except for being split into two different separate cities.
Oh, and in fact, Drogon learns from Otto, because this was a funny thing we had talked about a while ago. This doesn't have much bearing on anything, but as soon as Lord Quinn had given you and sent the airship to you to take care of everything, he'd ordered a new one for himself. He knew, like, the odds were something bad was going to happen.
Something was going to
Like-
happen to the ship. It's like, yeah, I gave my ship to adventurers. What do adventurers do?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
dangerous stuff all the time.
He had already been working on some, like, he had a list of things he wanted adjusted or changed and stuff like that, and so he was just like, let's just start from the beginning. And fun fact, that was before we had the idea of the kobolds getting aboard the ship. So that was right at the start. We set
What's
that
he
up.
doing with the old one?
It's garbage without Von Zief, basically.
Oh, it was so broken.
It was so
It was-
severely
it was
broken?
So
Okay.
broken that it's...
There was no more
That sucks.
balloon. There was like
Well,
The
a
rockets
lot
were
of
used.
mending had happened on it, and so it's not like all hope was lost with it, but it certainly needed a big rehaul, and at this point, it's more like it's
Spare
used
parts.
for parts and
Yeah.
repurposed
We had
and melted
definitely
down and
used
stuff like
the
that.
We can't get
experimental
our own
overdrive that we weren't supposed to use.
But
Yeah,
also,
man.
upon learning that, Drogon's like, first things first, taking this goddamn sticks off it.
Even if it's getting scrapped, like
It's
the
just
important
like-
thing is we're taking off these stupid tree wings.
Also, Otto is keeping the mermaid effigy to do work on that. You
Sort that
both have kind of poked at it a little bit, but he knows a bit more about magic than you do, and so he has been studying it carefully. It doesn't seem to have any effect on
Mermaid effigy sounds like an also ran band from the 60s.
Has there been any changes curse-wise on Drogon? Still feel sicky?
No.
Okay.
The slowly
The withdrawals?
withdrawal symptoms wore off.
Yeah.
Cool.
Does he still have gills?
Well, you guys might not know that unless he
Beard. right?
beard is
Beard.
everywhere.
Beard.
Beard.
Dwarves are great at hiding things around their neck.
I feel like there's definitely a moment like, wait, Drogon has a neck?
All
Oh, today I learned.
Yes. Do you want to talk to the Duchess? Do you want to try to get into her
Yeah, you had
favor?
Yes.
You said as soon as you saw her,
That
you
was
got
the
dressed up,
first
so-
reason I said I was going to put on my disguise and go into my identity.
Let's start with a persuasion check to see if you
Sure,
can get into
absolutely.
To have a,
And I would like
Yeah.
to take this opportunity to remind the DMs that Rolls is in fact fluent in Elvish.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
fantastic.
Are you
have advantage?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're choosing to
I
introduce
would,
yourself
and
in
I would
Elvish,
address,
then-
I would
Yes.
introduce in Elvish because it is one of my standard languages, not even one of my cheater extra languages I can take on from Ilriger nonsense. That is a natural 20
Oh, ho, ho.
for a what is my persuasion? For a 23.
Okay. How are you getting in there? Are you bringing a gift? Are you doing? What's
Yes, absolutely. Rolls would go.
The gift is meeting me.
No. Before she would go into the staff like kitchen area, and she would like see what they have for like desserts or something, and she would just like tell one of the porters like, I'm stealing some of your fancy desserts, I'll pay you back later. and she would go
They
to
know
make
you
it
well, so they are
Yeah,
just
right.
not, that's not a problem
This
at
is
all.
incredibly typical roles. Yes, just like yeah, you're taking chocolates, we got it. So then yeah, she would bring some chocolates or something,
Oh,
something
how lovely.
of that sort.
Yeah, you're kind of like, you're vetted by some of the maids that work for her.
Oh, like they're the ones that answer the
for-
door,
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of.
She doesn't. She doesn't. Of course, she doesn't.
Right.
And you do see from time to time, all of you see these this entourage going and about the ship, getting things that she has requested.
The entourage always look highly stressed. that's kind of their general vibe. They're just like, oh, please don't mess this up.
Right.
Kind of thing.
And there is like some scrutiny at first, but then they're like, oh, one, you're speaking Elvish, fantastic.
Right.
Two, you have a gift, and three, if she's focused on you, then she won't be bothered.
She will not have as much time to yell at us. Yeah.
So they convince her to let you come in, and you come in to sit down. There's a little like fancy like ridiculous tea set. This whole entire car has been like revamped and put over into her style, if you
Yeah.
will. It's,
I feel like on the inside, Rills is cringing,
Oh.
but on the outside, she's like, "Oh, what a lovely home away from home you have established for yourself here."
you wanna?
I'm trying to remember. I just wanted to take a note that says that the Duchess knows Rills as your
Lady de Casa.
fake name, Lady
De La Casa.
De La
De La
Casa.
Casa.
Yeah.
Do you wanna?
Okay.
And
so
the first name is Jacqueline.
Can you fill it? Jacqueline De La Casa.
I don't know if that's always what it was, but it is now. It was always De La Casa. I remembered that part.
She's like, oh, what a pleasure to have you here. Oh, something to finally break the dullness of this trip.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. It's nothing but trees and hills and hills and trees. And...
Yes, incredibly droll. So, are you... And she starts, like, just kind of going into, like, little bits of, like, gossip. Like, oh, did you hear what happened with the Lord of blah, blah, blah? And
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And,
Like, kinda-
and Rills will, like, respond and kind of, and you will never believe what is going on in Redcoat. No type of,
Oh,
type
do
of,
tell!
oh, this is quite the scandal. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Do you have anything as far as she's concerned that you're trying to find out, or are you trying to
This is just general maintaining the cover of this identity for Rills. The more people who knows that the Lady de la Casa is in fact a noblewoman of some renown, so
I like that. Okay.
it just reinforces the thing, and just general. You never know when idle gossip might become interesting information.
That is true.
So
yeah.
this just rolls practicing her spycraft.
Awesome. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. She will ask you. She's gonna go like, oh, so what's your destination?
Wherever the final stop of this train is what Rills will say
okay,
is her
okay,
destination.
Oh, so you're in for quite a long trip then. I see. I don't know if I could bear with this place for that long.
Well, one does as one needs to, I suppose.
True. You're quite brave. I know they can only attach one of these carts. So I know you must be in one of those dreadful small cabins.
It's not as bad as it might seem. It's definitely that, like, underhanded nobility bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? Like, flexing on, we can't all have our own personal. Yes, but we must suffer in silence, as it were.
Yes. Oh.
On the inside, Rolls just like, this is such bullshit. I hope her servant's spitting her food.
I just rolled to see if she could resist telling you, and she can't. So she's going to kind of spill the beans a little bit. She's like, well, I'm actually going to Dwarven Mountains. I'm so excited.
Oh, how fascinating. What is the purpose of your trip to the Dwarven Mountains?
Oh, you know, just normal
there's a
Duchess
blush.
stuff. And she turns bright red.
Yeah.
Oh, do I know?
Do you want to press her further? Or roll a
Yeah.
charisma check of some sort, however you'd like to. I'm
Persuasion,
imagining you're
deception.
not intimidating her, but yeah, like a persuasion or
Sure.
deception would work.
My deception is the higher, so rolls will make up some kind of like little white lie. Like, oh yes, my great grandpapa had business in the blah blah blah.
In the mines,
Fucking
yeah.
bounce out. Oh shit. Anyway.
Oh, good thing it bounced out.
That is an 18.
Oh, she's like, well, it's juicy, so you better not share this anywhere.
Oh,
But
I would never dream.
I met the most dreamy Duke there. He's so short and fuzzy.
Oh, well, that is certainly interesting. And what is this Duke's name, pray tell?
Oh God, we don't have that prepared.
I
quick,
mean,
quick, make one. Get one. I'll tell you in
quick.
a second. Oh yes, we met. It was just. It felt like one of those star-crossed lover things, like you read in those novels. Oh,
Ooh.
yes. Oh, he was so dashing, so strong. When I just slipped a little bit. His name is Thostek Warmantle. Why?
What was that first name?
Thostek. Doesn't it just roll off the tongue? Oh, he's so.
I mean, that certainly is a name. And dwarves are, in my experience, very strong and reliable.
Yes, it's. I'm not exactly running away with him, but my father definitely doesn't approve. You know, he's no grand king or elf or whatever. Apparently, short legs aren't as sought after.
Right. But the heart wants what the heart wants, doesn't it?
Oh, it does indeed.
Oh,
It's
sorry,
like
I slipped into
reaches-
rules as The heart wants what the heart wants.
And she goes, "It does indeed." And she takes one of the chocolates you brought and like slips it into her mouth.
Elsewhere on the train, Hillman just happens to be walking by Drogon. Did you feel that? It's like a disturbance in the forest.
the very second that Rolls is done talking, she is going to like, fellas, you're never gonna believe who the Duchess is sweet on. Some dwarf named War Male. It is juicy.
Would they have any idea of what the Mormental family
Oh, they
does? 'Cause
are.
They
That
are
was-
fairly high up.
Besides spreading the hot goss, that is the
yeah.
other
Guys,
reason I wanted to
roll
immediately
history
tell
checks
these
or-
two.
History with
something.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a social check of some sort, perhaps.
Yes, hot goss. Let's go.
17.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely have heard this name. But yeah, I mean, of course you know this name.
21.
And
21.
so disturbed. You guys, yeah, everybody knows this name.
He's the son
If
of
you're a
the-
dwarf, you've heard this name. They have they found their family is in charge of the mines that have found some of the richest veins of Burnite. So
okay. So these guys have got to be.
they are
Right.
in the money.
Yeah.
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 And this is the son of the head of that place, the Thostek.
And he is a flake. This
He's a
guy is not going
Nepo
to.
baby, big time.
Yeah.
He's-
Rolls will totally follow this up, and the Duchess, I assured the Duchess that I wouldn't tell anybody. But of course, I was gonna tell you. Don't tell nobody, unless you do. I don't care.
Wild.
This would be a.
It's not like the Lady Delicasse told you. So
Is her car the last car on the train by any chance?
No, it's not.
It's not the
It's
caboose. No.
But this would be a massive
Just
scandal.
unchecked.
Probably.
Get in there!
While there's
It would be a massive scandal.
There's
yeah.
peace between the dwarves and the elves,
They're still racist.
but there's still dwarves and elves, and they have always kind of had a little bit of a.
I've nothing against them as long as they stay in the forest.
They're just very. They're all
Got
very
nothing against them, I
prideful.
just don't want anything
They're
to do with them,
prideful
so.
people,
They
and they
both
butt
are, yeah.
heads because of that.
Yeah.
that kind of-
Could you imagine the child? I mean, would it be an elf with a beard? You don't see that.
You don't see that.
Or would it
Elves
be a dwarf
even
without
grow
one?
beards?
And you don't see that.
Well, in the first case, it'll be a very handsome improvement, I think. The second case,
Picturing dwarves being born with beards now. So you
So-
never actually see them, right?
Yeah, for that, when the train stops, right?
No.
how do you spell the?
To
Is it
notice that.
Thostic or?
do they get talked first? Oh, THO STEK.
Maybe that's-
Oh, okay.
THOSTICK. Was that
THOSTEK.
TEK? Sorry.
Like steak without the A. Speck.
Yeah, I heard it. Thostic.
Warm mantle.
Warm mantle. Yeah, it sounds like war mantle.
Oh,
but there's a
I
second
misheard
M.
that. It's warm mantle.
Warm mantle.
Mantle. Okay.
Well, less
Like, the
fighting.
mantle of the earth. Earth's mantle.
Warm works with the whole burn eye thing.
Yeah.
See, aren't you glad I wanted to
Perception
get up to
checks
some nonsense thing?
that
Got
you
some
made have been about what you've been noticing throughout your time on the train.
And throughout all of these strange encounters, etc.
We'll
Buddy
start
and Rills, or
with
Rills?
Yolaman
Ah.
with the lowest roll. You haven't noticed anything weird going on. Things have been pretty kind of.
Just
Normal
train
trade
business.
stuff.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you have seen this gnomish woman who has been around on the train, but nothing really in particular about it that you're noticing. Drogon and Rills. Yeah, you get a sense that you're being watched. That there is that somebody has been kind of like sneaking around, looking through here, trying to get. And every once in a while, you're catching like a little bit of a short person with a long ear going out of the way of a doorway and things like that.
Going between cars and then like turn and like their face is like looking through one of the little between doors.
Just a flash of movement. Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
You think you see someone, you turn, you just see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buddy, though.
Buddy with their nat 20 for a total
nat
of
20 of
27.
those
Ooh. Crazy.
You have noticed this gnomish lady. She has been, and you know that she has been following each of them around, and you. Wherever you go on the train, she has been following and watching. And the more you think about it and notice, with the 27, you've noticed that she has, she'll get off on a stop and then get back on.
But she won't get back on like, oh, I've gone to get something at the concessions over here and get the paper. She's got a different color of hair, or she's changed her clothes, or some kind of an attempt at perhaps disguising the fact that she's the same person reboarding the train.
Yep. And she has been, you've even seen her taking notes about each of each of you. Yeah, she is just a. I'm trying to figure out how to describe her.
Very plain looking. She never seems like you can't imagine her frowning. Like, she's always kind of like looking chipper and interested and excited. Almost alarmingly so. If that makes sense.
At some point, if I can, I know that she's not around, I will tell each of them there's
Yeah,
a
well,
really
please.
suspicious person.
Yeah, you guys are meet up. She's not around. You can talk
Go
to them.
ahead, yeah.
There's this little gnome person who keeps getting on and on. It's just weird. Just being weird.
Weird how?
Writing about us. Changing her shirt a lot.
Oh, so that series of weird gnomes that I noticed wasn't a series of weird gnomes. It was actually just one weird gnome. Huh. I'm not sure if that's more or less unusual now that I think about it.
I don't like it. I think.
Question. Is that a grudgeon?
Not yet.
We need to find out what she's writing first.
So it's like a potential grudgeon? I just always wondered how that worked with you.
Got a page warmed up, but
Okay. You got a blank space for her in case it's needed. Understood.
It doesn't sound like she's as adept at this as you are. So I'm not thinking spy. Maybe
Reporter?
reporter, which is not good for us.
No, it's not. We're supposed to be secret. Supposed to be in jail and or dead.
Give me insight checks.
22.
Wow.
It was natural 20.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Insight.
15 though.
Okay.
13.
13, 15, 20.
22.
And then, what did you get, Kate?
22.
22 as well. Okay.
Hey.
You both hear Yulman say reporter, and you go, yeah, that sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the question is, reporter for who?
Well, probably
How
not
do they
for
find
the
out about
scrutinizer.
us?
They can't afford it.
How do they find out about us? What exactly are they reporting on?
You just go ask.
I don't know. The direct approach?
No, wait a minute. We have a way of doing this thing. We like speculate and dot ourselves paranoid before we go and ask the person.
Thank you.
Probably come up with an elaborate scheme to
Paranoia is
Trap
tantamount
them
to the
or-
process.
Buddy's gonna switch to a completely different person from Matt. I'd be like, I'll just go ask.
I'm not getting used to that yet.
Well, when we first
I
met
love
Buddy, when we first met Buddy, he was an elf.
Right, but she said that she just switched from her standard elf to some other different guy.
Yeah. And it's gonna like change into the other sets of one of the things that when he dumped out his bag of clothing, there was a lot of sets of clothing in there. And so he's going to start pulling another set out and changing into it.
Oh,
Well, alright, I suppose that'll work.
Fighting fire with fire.
No.
No!
It's clothing, it's not fire.
I love Buddy Sweat. No, that'd be dangerous. Why would I do that?
We have our Drax.
Nothing goes over my head.
I'm not gonna go stab her like
Well, I mean, she's doing the whole quick change thing, and you're doing the quick change thing, and
You have to hang out with the reels a bit longer. Then you'll get more stabby.
You get more stabby.
I mean, I've learned a lot from you.
It's a good first instinct. You know, if all else fails, stab them.
Would you like some help? I could maybe be the bait.
Oh yeah, I'm really bad at talking to people.
Reels, would you like to help my...
Sure.
Wait, has this gnome woman been noticing Reels in disguise? Because that's a real problem.
yeah.
That would be a
I
problem.
would say that Buddy would have noticed that Wills has been followed around, even while she's in disguise.
Yeah.
I'll stay close by in case this person needs to leave the train. I have a specialty in that.
Tell you what, you approach her. If you're at a loss for words, I'll message you to guide the conversation, and then I will join the conversation if needed.
You should take her book too, because like I don't. She's got reports on all of us.
Hey, Raven.
Yes, me?
You want to have some fun?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We're going to go mess with a reporter.
Okay.
You know how they carry them little books around with them? Yeah, I'm going to need you to snatch hers.
If I can I give Raven the Blessing of the Trickster, which gives advantage on their stealth checks?
Ooh.
Interesting, yes.
A little
Interesting.
stamp.
Stamp right on Raven's forehead.
That's sick. I was going to have Raven turn invisible anyway, but
That's, hey, it's still a benefit,
It should-
right?
yeah, it is.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's really cool.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Nice.
and the video piece, and I always
It's like a
forget about
side
it.
spy team up over here.
All right. Do you want to do a break first?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Take a quick
Let's
break.
do that.
Refill.
Uh,
I'm out of coffee.
We will be right back with this nonsense. Thanks everybody for hanging out and watching. Yeah, we'll be back. Bye.
Okay.
Hello.
We're back.
Return.
We're back
Greetings.
on. We were just talking about food. It was a dangerous conversation. Yeah, just stop.
Oh,
All right. So we left off. You were preparing to.
We were discussing this problematic, potentially, person.
This gnome. Buddy is gonna go and make contact. Is that the plan?
And
Rills is going with.
Yes,
Rills-
of course.
Rills is
I'll-
going
I'll
with, and you'll be
Drift in.
kind of keeping an eye from the corner, kind of,
In
as
case
backup,
you need
in case you need to
Likewise,
throw someone off the train.
No ticket.
to throw Nomi
So
up
how do you
the
want to approach them? They are, they're currently in the dining car having a sandwich. Does that sound good?
yeah, like just happily munching away on their sandwich. They've got a little like sparkling beverage of some sort next to them.
Buddy's not very good at conversations, so Buddy will probably just blatantly sit down.
Oh, oh,
Love this.
hello.
What kind of sandwich you got?
Oh, that was it's just some vegetables and butter.
Have you tried the horseradish? It's really good.
Oh, well, I'll try that next time. Can I help you?
Buddy immediately looks at me.
it's over.
After
So-
the sandwich,
oh,
this course is
So,
concluded.
yeah. Rills is just like, just stick to the facts, buddy. So I've noticed that you've been following us.
I've noticed that you've been following us.
Beautiful.
Rills is like sitting here.
Negative charisma.
Do you really?
Oh,
Oh, nice.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to, be so obvious about it.
You're really, really obvious.
Oh, I'll have to work on that.
No, you can keep it as is, actually. That's fine.
Oh, okay, thanks. So, yeah, it's nice to get to talk to you, I guess, now that you're here. Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you. She takes her hand and kind of like dusts it off on her napkin, reaches her hand out, says, Penelope G. Pepperbottom at your service.
It's really nice to meet you.
Do you shake?
No.
No?
What was it again?
Penelope G. Pepperbottom.
What are you writing in your book?
Oh, at the moment, nothing. We're talking.
What were you writing in your book?
Oh, I'm taking notes.
Can I see them?
Sure. She takes the book out and then she goes, "You mind if I ask you some questions first? So, I've been noticing, like, it
Well,
seems
like,
like
You know what? Rills is fully gonna message to Penelope
Oh.
just to say no.
no.
Right after she says, "Can I ask you some questions?" Just so the word no just appears in her brain.
You do that and you see her eyes just like sparkle and light up with excitement. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. You said no, but wow.
And I meant it.
Can I do? But hold on. So what did you just do?
Nothing.
You know you did though.
But he's taking the book.
She has her hands clamped. One hand is just absolutely not letting go.
Do you want to pull it away
Would
from
you
her?
like to
Yeah,
try to
let's
pull it
look
away?
at it.
It'll be a strength.
Strength throw.
Strength. contested strength throw. Oh, hold on.
I mean, that's not gonna.
She might be buddy. Maybe not. 15.
It's not budging. Absolutely not budging. It is firmly in her hand.
Let me go ahead and ask you a question. Who do you work for?
Oh, of course. My apologies. I forgot to lead with the most important elements of what I do. I'm a reporter for the Scrutinizer.
Oh. So they can't afford to send someone. She's sort of like mumbling to herself. Oh. And what brings you to the train?
Oh, I'm on special assignment.
And that special assignment is?
Oh, you know, stuff.
No,
You're gonna,
I'm
like,
afraid
get a-
I'm going to have to ask you to be more specific.
Well, I mean, how about we do a little bit of, I think they call it tit for tat. I'll ask you a question, and then I'll answer a question from you. What do you think?
Can I read your
Yes,
book while
and
you
that
do that?
counts as one.
You asked me a question first, so now it's my turn again. Awesome. I like how we're doing this. This is fun. Okay, so, what's your name? Like, not your name, like everybody, oh, your name. She, like, her eyes, like, kind of, like, do that, like, kind of crazy look for a second. Your name.
Mrs. Ray.
No, that's your name. What's your name? Like, your name. You know your name.
Yeah, it's Mrs. Ray. Mrs. Ray
Okay.
is how you may address
Okay, she's a tough cookie. All right. I like this. She opens the book, even if Buddy's hands are still on it. Buddy's hands are opening with it.
He's gonna take the chance to stare really intensely and see what's in it.
You see a lot of like little loose sketches, like little
do
artwork
you-
and stuff. But roll a perception check to see more.
languages do you speak?
Common and celestial.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately,
You see a lot of like scribbles.
this is not in
Yeah.
the language yet. Yeah, you're
But you do see some little, just little sketches, little things. But from upside down, unless you roll really well on your perception check, you won't be able to make out what they are.
19.
That is pretty good.
it's
You-
gnomish.
It's yeah. You realize that it's gnomish, and you realize that some of those sketches are definitely of the group.
Yeah,
Although
not
they
great
aren't.
work.
Yeah.
They're not the greatest sketches, but they're clearly the likenesses of each of you, including Bartholomew. So,
Yeah.
Well, relay that to anyone who's nearby as long as I can.
no problem. Using message. Would you have?
Probably just saying it.
Oh, out loud. Oh, okay.
Like, oh, you've got this in there. That kind of a
Yeah.
just blatantly statement. All right, I can respect that. That's pretty fantastic. I mean, you're. She like looks around like the classic trope of like, is there anyone else
Right,
listening
just
to the kind of way? Yeah, and then she goes, Program Investigation Action Squad. What's your name?
You are asking if I have a code name for an organization that I can neither confirm nor deny I have any involvement in.
Oh, it's an organization. Scribble. Okay. Page. Okay.
So
yes.
you do realize that if someone was a member of this
Yeah.
grim whatever, and they had a secret code name, you would want to know what that secret code name was.
Obviously.
Yeah, they call me Mrs. Ray.
Well. All right.
Try that one out as
Fine.
much as possible.
What's yours? She just completely just like, oh, what's yours?
Buddy will stay silent.
Oh.
He doesn't believe he can lie well enough to say anything.
Ooh, I love that.
Part of Buddy's spy training is learning not to talk.
Just don't answer.
We tried to lie once and they're like, no, just don't say anything.
Because, well, I mean, you're important people, so I want to know about you. And I know the nation would want to know about you too. But not like, I wouldn't, spill all the beans. I'm not gonna say everything. Some of it's just for me because I'm a big fan. Like what you did with that dragon. Wow. Pretty cool. You know what I mean? Not just anybody can do that kind of stuff.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And that must be fascinating for whoever is in fact involved with that whatever you were talking about.
Yeah. So Ray, Ms. Ray? Is that
Correct.
Mrs.
Mrs.
Make just don't call me Ms.
Writes down a little more notes in the book. Okay. How much time did you spend out of this plane?
I do not know what you are talking about.
Okay.
This is a train, actually.
That's funny. There are no.
she kind of goes ahead. And then also other question. Who do you think is the most valuable asset in your group? You think it's
I think the Yolanda is actually sitting like a
I love the idea that Toloman's like in the middle of enjoying his sandwich.
Oh, yeah, nice cough on you there.
It's you? Are you the most valuable asset? I mean, you're a strong, powerful woman. I admire that about you.
And flattery will get you nowhere. I love you're just like,
Anything at all?
Can I have this book for a little bit? Just a little bit. I'm really good with paperwork, so if you just give me this, it will be no issue whatsoever.
Well, so it's got some trade secrets in it, and some personal
read
notes. And you can't?
No.
Okay, what are you gonna do with it?
Just look at it.
Are you actually just gonna look at it?
All right, so you don't have to make a deception roll. Roll persuasion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you see me use deception technically. 9.
For if you can convince Rills to answer one of my questions without stopping, saying no, I won't, then you can look at it for the whole time you sit. Was that a yes? That big dramatic eye roll, which was perfect, by the way. Yeah?
fine.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. I would recommend starting on the 4th page. The first 3 are really just more like personal notes. You know.
He'll start on the first page.
Yeah. You see some sketches of like dragon bones and like a sandwich or two. Like it's just like the clouds, like just some like little art things and some scribbling that you have no idea what is.
Since I can't read it, he's mostly just gonna be looking at the pictures to see like how long and she's been looking and investigating this stuff.
Yeah, it's been a while. There's a lot of stuff in there. You can see a sketch of the skeletal dragon nesting in the Sky City.
Yep, and there's also some sketches of the busted up airship, like with the wings still attached to it.
Is there anything from like the crash site after the dragon was killed?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, definitely. There's
Sketches of kobolds.
There's sketches of kobolds with little like notes and stuff that you can't read underneath, all that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna.
One of Von Zeef.
What?
What sketch of Von Zeef with his little
Yeah.
hat on?
Gonna write a small, quick note, like on a napkin, to Yolman, and like, just mentioned Rill's name.
As he's looking through, he's gonna like be like,
Didn't
"Wow,
they
that's
say
a
that?
cool kobold with a captain's hat.
Said
Wow, that's a cool."
Rill's, not Miss.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'd like try and point out like
Yeah, I
all
don't
of
know
how
if that
long
was
this
a-
book has been
a
going
slip.
on, but without saying names of any of the people.
I'm sliding a note over this.
You think we got an unscheduled stop for Miss Penelope coming up?
So about that question, I'm so excited. This is gonna be so great. Please, what's your favorite finishing move?
Himself out.
I like the classics, a good suplex. If you see a wrestling match, you know,
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
very entertaining.
Oh, you're not a wrestler, though. Why would you
You-
do wrestling?
I don't. You asked me what my favorite
I
finishing
meant
move
for
was.
you in combat. Like, do you like to do the little like woo 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 stuff the more, or do you like the pew, 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 pew kind of stuff, or pa 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 stuff?
In an incident of self-defense, I might be known to perforate a person.
Oh, stab. 1 second. Just like and then it's like a quick note. Like the fuck. Okay. All right. Okay, thank you.
There's another kobold in a jacket and some feet. Like,
Excellent. So you've asked me 3 questions so far.
Oh, yeah. Did you want to ask me something?
Oh, I sure do.
Okay.
How long have you been working for the Scrutinizer?
Oh gosh, I mean, it not right away because like it was like a tiny little insignificant piece of nonsense. But then once I noticed that some actual like news was happening in there, that really sparked my interest. And so I popped in and I applied and got accepted, and now I'm a star reporter. Yep.
And is there anyone else you report for or to?
I mean, just the editor. He's kind of a jerk, but you know, that's business. Oh, you're like asking me if I have like a patron that like grants me mystical powers, maybe?
No, that's stupid.
Hell, it's worth a shot. But no, just my own curiosity mostly.
More like patrons, just J. Jonah Jameson.
I mean, don't come back without pictures of that group.
It's a shame. I'm not paying you.
I'm trying to think of other good questions.
Of Devil Man.
How did you talk into my head before?
I didn't. I think you're underestimating your own perceptiveness. I whispered.
You think you whispered and you accidentally did that? Or...
No, I whispered, and your hearing is better than you think.
I think you're lamping me. You are definitely lamping me. That's not an acceptable form of behavior. You don't just go lamping people. I understand that you have secrets you want to keep, but I would request a modicum of respect. Please. I'm a professional.
professional stuff.
I feel like it is at this moment where Rills does the thing where she looks somebody up and down and goes, "Of course you are."
So, where's Bartholomew?
What business is that of yours?
I have noticed he's not here with you. Where is he?
Am I
Don't you
Bartholomew's keeper?
Yeah, kind of, maybe. You haven't told me what role you have in Geas yet.
Now, out of character, I'm not I'm assuming that Gius is in fact a secret organization.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No. Good. Yes. Good clarification.
Yeah.
Extremely.
I do not know what you are referring to. It's a funny way to say geese, and I am not a farmer.
Roll with deception. Geese.
That is a 24.
Very nice.
I just wanted to establish because there's a difference between an organization and a secret organization, so I was just trying to.
You wanna? Yeah. She goes, sure, and she like winks at you. Okay.
Do you have a Twitch?
No. You have a problem with the truth? Gets her bubbly drink.
Oh my god, stop sipping so loud! I'm trying to read that.
You can't read Gnomish.
The pictures.
You don't read pictures.
I need to make another person. Is she always that mean?
She.
What?
She.
She. Is she always that mean?
Oh, I thought you said he.
No.
Okay. I
Is she
heard.
always that mean?
I don't know.
It's just.
Sometimes.
Okay. Is she the boss? She boss you around a lot? Making little notes on that page again. Keeping your spot for her with her
and,
thumb.
like, not answer. Out of curiosity, is there, when Bunny was like training, is there something that there's a reaction to this he should take or was taught to take?
Oh, for like being kind of interrogated, so to speak? That's an interesting
I
question.
think it usually is to be quiet. I think that's usually like the best option. Like,
Is it
you know.
that or he's like contemplating?
be quiet is the top. The next one after that is deny.
Is Otto on this train?
Otto? No.
Yeah.
No.
Lord Quinn himself on this train.
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
You guys have no idea where Quinn is.
It's like the amount of details in the book is like not good.
Yeah, the sketches are kind of rough and stuff, but you do notice that like there's a distinct spot where like it's clearly the spot where she's been on the train. Like there's, there's one of you squashing a sandwich. Like she's definitely watched you in non areas of the train where passengers are supposed to go, right? That kind of thing.
This is a problem.
Yeah, it is.
Buddy is feeling that Yellowman's method is maybe the correct course of action.
Papers, please. No ticket.
Oh my gosh. What's that from? Oh my god, is that?
It's one of the Indiana Jones movies.
Yeah. They throw someone out of the window. It's been a pleasure. I really appreciate the conversation, or laughing off. Not so much the lamp stuff you keep doing. Just try a different technique that can really mess with people's heads when they have less intellect. It's really what happens.
Can I come down? In the aisle?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, she sees you and she perks up. She's like, "Hello, I'm Penelope D. Pepperbottom, reporter for the Scrutinizer.
I pull my hat down very serious like.
Uh-huh.
Pleasure to meet you."
How many people are around here?
There's a handful of other people having food. There's employees for the train, like behind the little bar that's there, kind of thing. People milling about. It's kind of roughly around lunchtime.
I think maybe we ought to continue this conversation in a more private area. Perhaps the luggage car.
Are you attempting to be threatening
No.
in this moment? Are you trying to
I'm
coerce?
trying to be serious.
You're trying to be okay.
Trying to
just-
impart upon her that this is not a good way to go about this. Maybe it is intimidation. I don't know.
Well, decide, because you're either going to make a persuasion check or an
That's
intimidation
the same.
check.
I'm gonna intimidate.
All right.
18.
Good.
I tower over a gnome.
Yeah, that's fair. A little bit. Oh dear. Well, I suppose I don't want to inconvenience anybody. Sure. Let's. Oh, yes. Show me where the action happens. I'd love a tour. A behind-the-scenes tour.
Step this way, please.
Anybody else going with them?
I'll stand up and go with.
Okay.
She still has half a sandwich, and she's just kind of happily munching it as she stands up.
And she
Not
just
letting go of that book.
Oh, she'll definitely take it back from you.
strength save.
Yeah.
Safe?
Oh, it's not save.
Strength check.
Strength check. Sorry. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, I'm getting this book. I rolled really well.
No.
No.
I think it's very weak.
I hope you enjoyed the drawing. Thank you. Yes. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned something.
She also gets really excited to see Drogon coming.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Hi, Penelope G. Pepperbottom. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I'm sure. That's...
I have so many questions. I really want to learn all about the little thing you have. The stuff, the things, and the stuff. All the things you have. You have so many things.
What are you doing?
Insight, you said, right?
Insight.
Oh, yeah, sure, you can.
Yeah.
I heard you say insight. And I was like,
Oh, I don't know when I said that, but maybe I did. I don't know.
well, it'd be a 16.
She's genuinely excited to see you.
Oh yeah.
Like, thrilled that as far as she's concerned, it's like a boy band that she's been following has, like, come up to her to sign her CD or whatever. Like, I don't know. She's, like, super excited.
Yeah. So there's a genuine feeling of like appreciation for what you have done.
Yeah, she seems to
And-
actually earnestly admire you.
Yes, there's an earnest admiration for yeah.
Okay, where are we going?
Luggage car.
Great. Okay, so you guys head down there.
Once we start walking in that direction, Rules takes the rear, and she goes, "Hey, Raven,
Yes, ma'am.
the book."
Yes, ma'am. Raven will attempt to wait until there's like a moment where
Yeah.
Penelope's not paying as much attention and attempt
Uh-huh.
to steal this book. They got a what kind of benefit from your?
It's advantage on stealth.
It's an advantage on stealth. Okay, all right. Roll a stealth for Raven.
Sure thing. Just a quick stat block check. Raven would have a +5 to this. Okay. So 22.
Okay. All right. Penelope does not notice Raven. Raven reaches in to where they saw Penelope stow the book, and things don't turn invisible once that, right? Like, so you see the book invisibly kind of
Right.
float out, kind of like teeter off to the side and like kind of sort of make its way to you in
Yeah.
as subtle a way as possible.
And then Rules just.
Fantastic. So you get to the luggage car.
Oh, wow. Is this the very same luggage car that the Great Ruby Heist happened in? I read so much about that. And she's going to be like, I know there's a hole here somewhere. It must have been patched or something.
I don't
And
know.
she's like getting really excited
I don't know
about
if it's the same car or not. Oh, it's pretty impressive. Big hole in the side. I threw somebody off.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Cool. So are you the muscle then?
I like to think I'm the looks, but yeah, probably the muscle.
I mean, you're also kind of the looks. Like, you got the whatcha-whoozums and the stuff and the things. Yeah, you go all you got the looks, though. Let me be honest. Wow. What a group. Oh, I wish I could
Penelope.
take a photo with all of you and not put it, it'd be so good on the front page. But I know that that's not okay. Don't worry. Your identities are safe with me. And she, like, squares up like she's so cool and proud of herself. And
About that.
Yeah.
It's always nice to meet a fan.
Hey. But how?
now what?
Any of this?
How do you know so much?
Oh, I mean, I kind of hyperfixate on stuff sometimes, and like I heard about the whole the dragon thing after that, I was like, oh, there is no way, there's no way that this group of people just happened to accidentally come across each other and like fight a dragon? That's crazy. They have to have like secret training and they probably live off in the mountains somewhere and they have like a sensei. So like I just started like, you know, just really I just started like really going into
I feel like
details.
as she's saying that, Rose is like, do I want to lie to her even more? I mean, yes, but
So, you work for a newspaper.
Yeah.
But you're saying you're not going to put any of this in the paper.
Well, I won't reveal your identities. I think mysterious group saves kingdom sounds pretty cool, and I'm just trying to get some like just enough to like, you know, the scrutinizer needs a little juice. You gotta have a little truth behind all the absolute flim flam the other reporters put in there.
Oh, you like the picture of the fish person.
She's like, sure, yep, just like that. That was definitely fake. I'm not like born yesterday. I know stuff. You think I don't know about the fishmen and Dagon and like the creepy stuff in the lighthouse? I know so much stuff. I'm a reporter.
I think Penelope might not be a bad contact to have.
I'm good at my job. She starts actually kind of almost getting upset. She's like, I'm good at my job. And she's like muttering and like throwing her arms around me like, you're all so rude. I'm a little disappointed.
all right,
Like, why aren't you more excited
So-
about this?
Never meet your heroes.
let's say we were to give you a little bit of information. In response to that, would you be willing to let us help guide the story that actually gets published? Control the narrative, as it were?
So long as you don't want to be like credited. If I get the credit for the story,
Oh, the byline!
No.
All yours.
oh good.
Considering the less credit, the better.
Oh, what?
Personally, I was thinking that you might like to report and publish on a mysterious group of heroic kobolds who
Oh.
fought this dragon.
Heroic kobolds. Interesting way
Yes.
to paint those poor victims.
Yes, led by a heroic Captain Von Zee.
Oh, we even got
We're
a
talking about the
name.
same. Oh, I get it.
Penelope takes a book out of her pocket and starts making notes in it.
Right.
Oh,
And
fun.
then
How do you spell that?
V
V?
O
I don't know. There's a couple F's in there.
3.
Niner.
No.
I can
She
see
pulls
that
out. She
along.
pulls out. Bad with words.
I can get that along.
Perception checks.
Perception checks.
Oh crap! I don't know shit.
19.
14. 19. Good for you.
A natural. You were rolling like fire today.
Either 20 or 2. There's not a lot of in
It's funny when there's no in between.
We're-
Average roll?
19.
14.
Okay, here we go.
27 total.
Okay, so the three, or that like
You
the,
two,
the two of
especially.
you, yeah.
This is the book that you're kind of half aware that Raven has stolen, that she is holding in her hands. You notice too. It takes you just a couple seconds longer.
Right. Rolls kind of like.
Did it feel magical when I was holding it?
No. Rolls like checks her purse real
There's
quick.
a book
Like,
in there.
Oh, actually, give me an arcana. Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah, doesn't seem magical.
So she like takes notes about that. So
I'm sorry if we come across as rude. It's just that you know an awful lot, or you think you do. And it could cause an awful lot of trouble for some innocent people if you were to publish.
I mean
this.
that's why do you think I'm on this train? I gotta get the dirt. I gotta dig deep and find out who the real people are behind these characters, find their motivations and like their backstories, where they came from, who raised them, how they get their incredible power to fight a dragon. That's crazy. I mean, technically, I know it's not like a real dragon. He's more like a desecrated corpse of a dragon. But you know, like we won't get into that. And she's chattering like a mile a minute at you all about all kinds of little insignificant but also slightly alarming.
I'm examining the window to see if it opens.
Absolutely. Totally try to throw her out.
But he's unfolding the paper that says inflict wounds and then closing it.
I'm perfectly fine with making sure that, it doesn't divulge any information that you're not okay with in this moment. It'd be a pleasure to work closer with you all.
Budward, question.
Budward?
Budward? He's like trying not to. I love that you.
That's my formalization of it.
Budward?
You're good with paperwork. Can we get some sort of NDA with this one?
Oh, documancy.
I mean, I could probably write something up. Unless you're asking for something like...
Magical or otherwise, because...
I think we probably have... okay, we haven't done any documancy in this particular campaign, but I think Buddy might have some ability in that. If you want to, you can attempt to make some binding stuff, some binding contracts if you want.
Pioneer the art of documents.
Yeah, I think you probably would try to do that. He's not very good at stuff like that. You try.
Okay.
Should roll for how legally binding it is.
I think actually let's do a religion check.
That is their kind of
how you would make this kind of document.
That's their knowledge
Alright.
from the documents.
Spend bits on this.
Oh.
Oh!
Is it a woman?
Can I say?
Oh,
Carefully!
no.
What about Ogma? Doesn't Ogma have some idea?
I'm Penelope
I feel like you
Pepperpot.
started writing just as the train hit a bump.
He's like, he's like, Budward.
Hell?
Soon enough.
he's not very good at religion.
Amazing. You hand a paper that basically says, I promise not to tell.
Yeah, but it's like scrawled out and be like, why did you say Budward? And I hand it to you.
I thought it was your name. Your proper name.
Budward? Budward?
Ooh, interesting. Taking other little notes. There seems to be some kind of interpersonal conflict around names for these two. Oh, okay. Okay, so, big question, right? Like, you defeated a dragon. Like, cool as hell, guys.
Kobolds.
Right, for the story. Kobolds defeated the dragon. Well, I'm curious, why are kobolds on this innocent little train here, all together, clearly not doing any work? Not to be rude, like you're just kind of hanging out on here. Why are you here?
First of all, how dare you? I've kept this train running.
Ship shape. Man, actually, that's true. I'm sorry. The engine room's so loud. I don't like going in there. So, I assume. I guess you must have been working. Do you name them, by the way? Like the little guys? Do you name them?
Of course not.
Oh, that's a yes. I wonder what they are. Oh.
Feel like
I do some kind of check to make like a check against disguise self or something like that?
sure.
There's
Like an arcana check kind of thing?
because there is a little piece of me who's like, Mr. Crime was also a gnome.
You have detect magic or any ability to do this? Did anybody?
I could spend a spell level and dispel magic.
Dispel it.
But that's third level spell.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I can cast Punch Liar.
I do not have any magical way of doing so.
Okay.
Well, you can...
Give me an Arcana check.
Yeah.
23.
Can't tell.
Yeah. It's...
Not even like how they're changing their hair color and stuff?
That does appear to be a wig.
Yeah, with that roll, you can tell that that's actually a wig. That
She's currently
she is
wearing
currently
a wig.
wearing a wig.
Yeah. You can see the like brownish blonde hair underneath.
Yeah, just like a little kind of fell out in her excitement. On the side here.
But first of all, before we go any further, take the wig off. Let's get a look at the real you.
Oh, you're good. Okay, hold on. Let me primp a little bit. She pulls out her hair is like matted and like a mess. Like she hasn't brushed it in a while. And she's like, this is so embarrassing. She like takes out a comb and she's like combing it and she's like, is that better?
Hi, that way. If we're being instructive, we want to know what the structure looks like.
Oh, that's fair. Here, I'll take off my fake nose too. And she jokingly, she goes, and then she's like, haha, funny. Anyhow,
While Penelope is talking to Drogon, I feel like Rills would look over at Yolam and just like,
We'll put a pin on that for now.
what is there anything that I miss? Anything?
How did you get started on us? What put you on to the kobolds?
Well, I mean, this guy said he broke into pieces. That was pretty cool. So I was coming up here to just cover that. And then there was like all this talk of the dragon and then like the whole fight thing was pretty cool, you know.
What put you on to us?
You were at the fight thing.
You've got a lot of names. Where do they come from?
Oh, you know, every reporter's got their sources. Yeah,
I
but,
suspect you wouldn't want to reveal them sources, would you?
No, not really. If I don't have to, especially with Lamp Lady over here, she doesn't seem to like to be too open with her sources. So I kind of feel like I should keep, you know, some things close to the chest, so to speak. Yep.
And you know for certain these sources are at least trustworthy.
I mean,
And not a problem.
I did casually slip a name or two in, and you all weren't like, "Who's that?" So I'm pretty sure my sources are okay. She like literally is like, "Ha ha!" Like a little maniacal, kind of just like thrilled that she actually nailed something, you know? Like,
Do you know a gnome?
I know. I mean, I
How do we
do.
describe?
I am a gnome. I know a lot of gnomes,
How do we describe?
but it's not like
Mrs. Crime?
Yeah.
it's not like we know all other gnomes.
I mean,
That's
she's
a
a
little racist.
well-known figure. She is currently head of the Nikron Corporation. Rosine is... If you're talking about Rosine,
Yeah.
yeah. Everybody knows...
I'm sure I knew her name.
What is it? Rosine, Stone
remember.
something, I think? I can look it up.
Resign crime.
I have I have a
Mrs.
list of
Crime.
all of the characters.
Yeah, we
Where's
organize
that?
things.
There it is.
Character list. You didn't share any of this with me.
Cool.
Did she say she said the names of her sources in the conversation?
No, she said...
No,
she said she
Stoneheart, that was
slipped
right.
a couple names into conversation that we hadn't responded to.
Yeah, like it didn't go like who or anything. So she's
Rosine
feeling confident.
Stoneheart. Yeah. She
Yeah.
is currently
She's a
head of
gnome.
the Nikron Corporation after Nikron's unfortunate demise.
You know,
Tragic.
these kobolds might have enemies that would lie about them. So you gotta be careful who you listen to.
Well, yeah. Of course. I don't believe everything I hear. I work. What paper do I work for? I work for the Scrutinizer. I know there's a bunch of total idiots out there. I'm not gonna just listen to everything I hear. You know?
So what are your plans with your information that you're going to do?
I'm gonna write a news article.
About everything now.
Well, no, just, you know, I already said I'm cool with, you know, like you all kind of helping me co-write it so that I get some extra details, but only the ones that you want the world to know.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
We can use her. Do this! La 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 la!
La 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 la.
We can use her. We can feed her misinformation. We can feed her. Stop rolling over there! Feed her misinformation. Throw people off the scent.
I mean, yeah.
She does seem harmless enough. For now.
Were there any sketches in the book of our time where we took like a month or two off?
Oh, like your like
Yes.
training montages kind of
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
Not
But
of
nothing-
everybody, but
And not yeah. So there's like there are definitely some of you in the forest camping,
boxing
and the
match
boxing
definitely is covered.
but these two did not have.
And there's
any of
nothing
their
of Mark
details.
Bartholomew's either,
No,
right?
no.
She does seem a little too well informed for somebody who works at the scrutinizer, so she must be
No.
better at her job than appearances would, lead you to believe.
Perhaps if we scratch her back and we need information, perhaps she will be able to use her talents for us. Should the need arise.
Yeah. So I think we need to get our pictures out of her book. Go back to her some other time. Because we can't have that book falling into somebody's hands. They learn our identities. And then we just fill in the rest as these kobolds. Right?
Wow,
Sound
reading
good?
lips with beards is hard.
I don't really want to have a stalker, but I'll leave this to your discretion.
Can I take my fingers out of my ears now?
Yes.
Thanks.
How'd you know I said that?
What?
So, a couple conditions here.
Uh-huh.
For now, we need the pictures of us. Because if that book were to fall into somebody's hands, our identities would get out.
I don't know if I can do that. I could start drawing you with like funny noses. Would you want? I can draw funny noses over all of you, so y'all have like deformed weird noses, or like scars.
Or
that
you
aren't-
could just completely go over the pictures you have already drawn of us. You know, just
Oh, I guess.
So you are aware that for sure Raven stole this book,
Yeah.
put it in your bag, and she has it. And you have pulled. If you look in your bag, there
there is a book in there
is
still.
exactly kind of like this one, but it's completely blank. And so I'm just wondering, like, if you're worried about her stuff getting taken.
Yes.
That doesn't necessarily prove that it's impossible.
I'm just
right?
saying.
Like,
There's
I can fix that concern, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a two-way street.
Yep.
We'll give you information, and then when we need to know some things, because you seem like you're pretty outstanding at your job.
Yeah. I'm not gonna make a joke about like outstanding in a field or anything.
That's
But-
Mark Bartholomew's. That's his job.
Where is he?
But you'll give us information, perhaps when you know it.
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. But if you want to give me that like misinformation kind of stuff, I'd prefer if you gave me the real information and told me to put like a spin on it. Like, let me express my creativity in spreading horrible lies for your benefit, you know? Like,
I was trying to be stealthy. I want a stealth roll to see if she actually heard me say that. Or
you can, yeah, sure, do a
Sure.
stealth roll. We can,
Sure.
11.
no,
Oh, yeah.
she heard you.
Oh yeah.
It's a small car. It's not like you could have gotten too far away, and
And she's very
She
good
was-
at her job. She's a very good reporter.
she was very undistracted while her fingers were in her ears. She has the ability to read lips.
I mean, if you think about the information that she's collected on the 4 of you, 5 of you, it is she's awesome at her job.
Oh, I'm
Is
so
there-
uncomfortable.
Is there is there like certain information you want me to like keep feelers out for? Like, you want to find out more about those aliens stealing cows, or like, you know, like what articles do you want me to kind of get more the nitty gritty on for you? What avenue? You want me to like, you know, check for how believable and real they are, or if they could be used like, you know, what you want? What you want? Yep.
It's nothing now, right?
Make her keep an eye on that one person from when we first I don't remember.
Are we talking about Razan?
Yeah.
I was gonna say the whole company.
Nikron Corps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean that could be one. They're not good.
That makes sense. Big corpos. Oh yeah, Yeah, they like framed you for that murder, kinda, and
No, what?
well, yeah, it's okay. They broke you out. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone.
God.
I'm good at my
What?
job. She's like, I love this. I feel so flattered.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep you away from my date with gravity.
Yeah, right. like the more she talks, the more I'm just like,
But he just keeps pulling the same paper out, and it's like, no, not. Not today.
I hope you understand the amount of work that you've put into this. Is actually a bit dangerous to your health.
Yeah, but you're good guys.
Aye.
I feel like depending on Rose' positioning in the room right now,
Sometimes-
Penelope will turn to you and be like, "You're good.
she's like,
Good. I believe in you."
If anybody is questionable.
yeah.
Well, she's a good friend. Let's put it that way. if this group you have come up with exists and it worked, for whom do you think it would work?
Oh, I mean, it's gotta be way up there, you know? Like, we're talking, like, I mean, a dragon? Like, that's not the kind of, like, a group that can take out a dragon. It's gotta have, you know, some real big heft behind it, like an entire region. It's not like just, like, one city dude. Like, you know, the big guys over at Red Cove, they don't have the kind of, you know, the cash to, like, do all the things that they've done for you. You got like a custom air thing. You're clearly tied to the rail. Like that, so much I know. But whether it stops at Lord Quinn or not, I don't know. It could go higher. I don't know who he would report to, but there could be, for all I know, there could be like a secret organization that like is working like in the shadows, and this is actually like, I don't know. I don't know. Do you know? I would love to find out. Do you know who's giving you the orders?
What's step 3 in this spy handbook?
Absolutely never talk.
Don't talk. Definitely don't talk. Absolutely don't talk.
If such an organization existed, it would be individual cells isolated from each other, so no one could tell more about the other.
That's fun. You should write books.
That's literally from the Wednesday campaign.
So are you gonna have to train or not?
My point was this. Penelope, my point was this. If there were people higher up, they would be very powerful people. You'd want their secrets to be maintained. We're almost all of us nice here.
Generally speaking.
there's definitely that moment, like, wants to object.
It's also like, okay, yeah,
Like I
kind
said,
of.
they're a good friend. They want their secrets kept, and they might send not so nice people out.
That'll be a fun story too, wouldn't it?
If one survived.
Yeah, it's a good story either way, though, isn't it?
But if you run around to report,
Well, so I can't quite tell if you're like trying to intimidate me, because I mean, I know,
I'm
I mean,
trying-
clearly you want to throw me off the train, but I don't, so.
I don't like her. Are you some sort of
Takes notes.
are you some sort of mind reader?
No, what?
You just have a very throw people off trains vibe.
Everybody knows psychic stuff. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like 99% of the time, you know. Everyone who's claiming to be a psychic probably like snooped around first or has seen a similar situation or like is doing some of that like, oh, is there an F in your family? Oh, like that kind of, that's just fishing for like, reel it in. We're miming.
You're getting closer to that window.
Has anger issues, thinly controlled through discipline.
Stop writing!
And would you say there'd be a lot of people who'd miss you back home if you were to go missing mysteriously?
No.
Good.
All my family,
I mean, so
all my
sorry to
family
hear
are
that.
departing.
Oh,
So sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
have you ever heard of the DMV?
Huh?
Nope. You don't want to go there.
What's the DMV?
She might want to
Get out the book.
She has now.
What's this? This is not the secret organization that you work for. Is this a different secret organization? Are these like the bad guys? Is these who you're fighting? No?
You send her there, she could get a lot of questions answered.
Huh?
You send her there, she could get a lot of questions answered.
How do you get there? How do you get there?
You die.
Oh,
Well, just a little bit.
just a little bit.
Or, permanently. Depending on the day.
That works too.
That would technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Sounds like. Okay, so we're changing from like wanting to maybe throw me off the train to just like. Is that you? For me? Is that what you think of this? Just some knowledge with this amazing
Don't
brain
want
of
to
mine?
hurt you,
Then don't.
but you're talking.
Have
You
I
don't-
been
you don't-
on this train spreading rumors about you or asking questions about you from other people?
I don't know.
Have I been snooping around in
Yes, you
any
have.
way that has been like, a problem? No, I've just been
It's a little
watching.
bothersome.
Well, oh, I'm sorry. I'll remember that and I'll try to respect that for you in the future. I'll make my presence known.
Actually, yeah, that would be preferable.
So,
I've done a
what?
lot of talking here, and I'm.
Yeah. Like, what parts of the story do you want not in the paper? I'm assuming like your identities, the name of the organization. No action squad mentioned. That kind of stuff. I won't mention Lord Quinn. None of like who's pulling the strings kind of stuff. But like we got some unknown heroes doing good, fighting dragons. What don't you want in there?
Pretty much everything you said.
If it involves us,
Okay.
we prefer to be non-existent, if you would.
You see, Penelope, you might be a fine, upstanding young gnome, but surely your story will gain attention, and other savory reporters might come after us and steal your lead. And
I mean, it's a scrutinizer.
how did you get involved in Scrutinizer? Something drew you there.
Well, yeah. Oh, you weren't paying attention. You must have been enjoying your sandwich before. In the dining car, I did say that like the thing that drew me to being a reporter was the truth stuff in the Scrutinizer. I thought that was interesting, and I thought that was a cool way to pursue my passions and stretch my reporter wings. Kind of like get in there.
So, someone else might be drawn to the through stuff in the Scrutinizer too, and they might
Yeah,
look
but
around.
that would mean they'd have to know that you guys exist. Not everybody's as smart as me.
Yeah, but it might be.
Okay. Well,
They might be close enough to get close, and then they might not have your ethical standard,
oh.
and they might expose us.
Well, that's where we'll put in some lies,
All right.
right? Yeah, you mentioned we could just, because it doesn't have to all be true. That's half the fun of the Scrutinizer. It's like, oh no, aliens are taking the cows. It's like, something's taking the cows, right? Like, what could that be? You know what I mean? Right? And she's like, that's what she's doing. She's like looking at all of you like, obviously. Yeah.
It is.
If you want to kill her, or on board for both. He's also opening the window for you sometimes.
So like periodically, like, man, I need some fresh air.
Everybody hears like the sound of the train get loud when the window's open, and then it gets quiet again.
Yes, so out of character. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to like feed her a story, or because I don't want to get
We don't
stuck
have to.
here.
Yeah,
RPing this for.
I think it'd be fine to like feed her a story about like some people assisting a heroic kobold in wrangling a wind elemental gone mad.
Wait, she hasn't mentioned the wind elemental,
She hasn't said wind elemental yet. She has referred to it as being the corpse of a dragon.
However,
she hadn't said anything
if
about
we
an elemental yet.
if we feed her nuggets,
nuggies.
it might,
That are nuggies. Yeah, because it's a dragon.
Yeah, perfect.
like if we cooperate some, she'll cooperate some.
Yeah. She does seem like very, very.
If you want, you can
Like,
make
she-
insight checks about the situation.
Yeah.
let's
Maybe that's the thing to do at
let's
this
do some
point.
Insight checks.
Not that that'll determine everything.
I
If
mean,
you
if-
all roll like crud, we'll give you some information. But
I mean, a fairly decent one earlier.
you did.
Feels fairly on the up and up. 13.
I have rolled a nat 20 for a 21.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, the one who should read.
Yeah.
I think with it.
11,
Okay.
and you did 13.
E.
Yeah. Okay.
Penelope is good and kind. She's a wonderful person.
She's genuine.
She's genuine. She cares about people. She doesn't want to hurt anybody. And she doesn't want to see any of you get hurt. She would love to help you out. She is having the time of her life
It
talking
was
to
a
you.
lot of fun.
She's not worried about her well-being.
Not at
She
all.
is not worried about being thrown from the train. She's not worried about you guys killing her.
She's just excited to be here.
She's very excited.
I feel like Rules cannot bear to say all of that out loud. So individually, she is just gonna message you guys and be like, sigh, just like she's actually just a genuinely good person. Just,
She's working for the Scrutinator because it is
Scrutinizer.
Scrutinator.
Scrutinator, get her done.
Sounds like the wrestler they sponsor.
That's canon. That's gotta be canon.
That's gotta be canon, right? Yeah.
So she's working for
Rules has already said their favorite finisher is the suplex, so like clearly we're wrestling fans.
Oh my
The
god.
Scrutinizer is a fun thing for her to do. She enjoys the nonsense of it. She can find the truth pretty easily, obviously, but she's not interested in leaking the truth. She's interested in writing Scrutinizer style stuff. That's funny to her.
Sure.
She's enjoying this.
Yeah.
This is a game.
Right.
Fun.
With that 20, like you
realize
get
it's
this.
more of a game than you really quite understand yet.
So after relaying the information to everybody silently by message, Rills will say to Penelope, "It is a minor magic trick that is called message. You did, in fact, hear my voice in your head.
Much appreciated.
And if you'd wanted to, you could have replied."
Fascinating. Oh. Does that work over long distances? Do you have to be able to see the person?
The
Does
second.
it drain you to do it? Are you
And
like...
no.
Oh, wow. Oh.
And she writes all that down.
She
Yeah.
just... Wow. Thank you. Much apprecited. The G stands for Gertrude. You opened up a little, so I wanted to open up a little.
I feel like Rills somehow smiles and frowns at the same time. Like I didn't ask, I don't care, but thank you.
Perception checks.
Somehow the more often that
15?
is said during a session, the more I'm like, I wonder what terrible thing is going on just off screen.
Yeah.
I can see everything today. It's just like Lego's eyes.
Roll another net 20.
I am.
Oh my god!
I switched dice because I was like, oh, I'll just switch to a new one. It'll be fine. No, it's better.
That's wild.
That is wild.
All right, so not 20 for a total of
27.
20. Oh, right, okay. And it was high.
15.
15.
14, yeah.
Dragon's completely distracted by all of his business. It's a 7.
Okay.
Okay, so something is about to happen, and you will notice it momentarily. So
Oh,
what
yeah.
happens is Penelope is like, okay, so for real, everybody, why are you here on this train?
And then there is this loud,
Oh.
especially you can hear, this loud, like, clunk as
Something hits
something
the side
hits
of a car.
Yeah, the car, like, just the other car away from you.
Yeah. You hear a loud sound, but specifically with a nat 20, you can tell that there is something that just pierced the
Sidewall
hull
of the
ship?
train.
Wall. What do you
Wall.
It's
I
like a
think
hull
just
of a
wall.
ship.
It's
Sounds
a hull of a
like
ship, but
maybe
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
grappling hook got fired into the side of the thing and then it's and it's gone
Mm-hmm.
solid.
That's fine.
security.
And with that,
Yeah.
we'll have to explore what that means next episode. That's what that is. That's why.
Why are you here? Kong.
Clong, clong, bang.
This.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh.
Also, for just for funds, Penelope is the little gnome that you see in the intro cinematic.
I thought maybe.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, full disclosure, we came up with her because she was in the cinematic. We're like, that
Okay,
should be a character.
Honestly,
They come
at
across-
first I was just like, oh yeah, clearly that's just the gnome city, the
Yeah.
air city. Like when I saw the intro, I was like, yeah, that's just location. That's
intro-
we've been there more than once.
How cool is it? to,
The
like,
intro made
see
its own
something?
character.
Yeah. We're like, ooh, look, we snuck it in, but it was just. Would have been cool if we thought of Penelope first, but
I like doing stuff.
I
this
think
way.
it was really cool that it happened that way, which
Sometimes
is why.
you guys will say something and we're just like, oh, that's a thing now, and like even in
Like
the
Buddy's
Discord,
new spells.
right? Like every
Oh,
little
yeah,
thing,
that was-
like I
Yeah.
love like pulling
In the
inspirations
Discord,
from
yeah,
everywhere.
because Red was like, and then turned like page, just like a page that stuck to another page.
Yeah.
The worst thing is I had realized it and then realized that I did it wrong again. Like this time, and I was like, because
Like
halfway
even
through the video, I
after
was
you'd
like,
realized it, you'd still been shorting yourself some spells. Yeah.
Oh man.
all the fights would have been a lot easier with like 3 more spells prepared.
Yeah, having more options is nice.
It
Yeah.
is.
Limited by spell slots is better than limited by spells and spell slots.
All right. Thanks everybody for hanging out and watching. Like and subscribe down below. Especially if you made it this far through the video or the
Yeah.
live stream.
Heck yeah.
Tomorrow night, we will be playing Pathfinder.
Probably.
Yes,
Probably.
most as all signs
High
point to that.
likelihood.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Tucker
High
may
likelihood
even
this
make it.
week.
Tucker might even do
Tucker
that.
might even make
Which
it.
that'd
How
be cool.
exciting would that be? We get our otter friend back on the boat.
Have a
And
big
And
otter
Wednesday
Wednesday Hunters,
Wednesday
I think.
hours on Chris's channel for
Also
links to
high
that. You go to the
probability.
Discord, which is down in the doobly-doo.
Uh,
And that's it for us today, right?
yeah. Good night, everybody.